Alley? People who've never met before in real life, putting them in a house and saying you have this much time to create an album.
Okay, it is a real place, yes.
Hell yeah.
White Collar Rhymes is exactly what it says. It's just, people who work jobs and rap.
Online collaboration's great and stuff, but like the actual like feeling of being like in the moment and like creating like, yes, we got this, like let's go. And it's a feeling like nothing I've ever experienced.
White Collar bringing heat, we ain't even hit the peak.
It feels like we've known each other for years.
I've seen D-Bird on camera. I've seen his stupid little dab, and I hate it. I've seen Cody Nash, jittery and amped up when he's excited about, conspiracy theory he wants to talk about. I would have been more surprised if somebody behaved differently than what I've already come to know.
It's crazy to see you and you and you.
Soul of a golden god by my team, imagine the rapping and it wrote it off. No fraud, an MC and a sex beast. Trying to find a balance, truly excel when I spread cheese. Yeah, I'm what the internet needs, but what the streets hate. It's my birthday, come blow the candle out on this beefcake. Stop lying, tell the truth. I am legend, this is the bar you measure to.
We didn't think this was real.
Maybe we should all just link up and do some music together.
How serious are we about putting together an album and then having it filmed?
To be honest with you, I have no idea what the last mixtape is.
This is the last mixtape. This documentary is the last
Is that what this is?
That's what it's called.
All right. Well, here we are.
We are here. The best day of the week. It's White Collar Rhymes Review Day!
Congratulations, you made it another week.
Same to you, my friends. You've survived the perils of diabetes and agoraphobia. You're here.
Diabetes is a tragic element in the Black community.
Yeah, didn't mean to hit so close to home.
It's okay. Yeah.
But all you do is eat sugar, so you had to expect it.
Sugar is delicious, if I must say so myself.
And you must.
How was your weekend so far? You looking forward to football Sunday?
Dude, always. I have 2 dailies locked and loaded. There's no chance I lose this one. Every week I've lost except for one. But this time feels different. This one, my horses are going to race very fast on the track, and I'm going to be shouting at them from the stands.
What's your dailies today? Who you betting money on?
I think anyone against the Ravens D, anyone against Dallas D. It's a bloodbath out there. Yeah.
Used to be a time when the Ravens defense was something to be feared.
Dude, I had them on. I was like, oh, yes. They're available. Great. No one told me they suck all the dicks. What the fuck?
I doubt you pay attention to that kind of stuff, given you play fantasy football every year.
Yeah. I'm a casual that likes to think he's an armchair coach.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have no clue what's going on. You just press the buttons and hope for a W.
I'm a little bit past let's let the computer tell me what to do, but I'm not above let's ask AI about who's going to score the most points this week.
I don't know what to do with that information, but I'm just going to nod and smile.
Do you do fantasy football at all, Dice?
Nope. I do not.
I mean, I know you like basketball, and I know you like sports. Do you like football at all, or is that one you just never fucked with?
It's okay. I don't know. My perception of American football is it's barbaric, and people get so obsessed with it. And then somebody goes on the field and they have a concussion and they're paralyzed for life. And we're like, oh, well, what about my fantasy points?
It's so that somebody snaps their leg in half. They can't even walk anymore. And it's like, come on, you're only at 2 points today, you fucking bum.
Yeah, it's like I appreciate the athleticism of it, but then I guess the logical part of my brain also kind of looks at it holistic and this is basically like the Colosseum in the Roman Empire. We just go out and cheer for what people may or may not do to themselves every week.
Yeah, it's the closest thing outside of maybe MMA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. MMA, same thing. It's like I appreciate the athleticism, but then at the same time, like, should we really be cheering this on? Like, the guy's tooth is hanging out and eye is swollen up, he can barely see, and then like after the fight, he somehow managed to win. We want to ask him like, "How did you do out there, buddy? Like, you saw what happened."
Yeah. So I don't know what happened here. I'm in a complete blackout.
Nah, but I mean, I used to be more into football when I was younger. I don't really pay, like, I know like the major names, but I don't pay as much attention as I used to, maybe like 10, 15 years ago.
Well, the major names are the ones that fuck me up because they come on as 35-year-olds still thinking they can run around, and then they blow an Achilles, pull a fucking D-bird. Next thing you know, they're gone for the season. So had 6 injuries on my starting squad. That's like an entire lineup.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you can do is put in a trade and hope that somebody didn't see the game, right?
My leagues, no one's dumb enough for that, but I do have a buddy who's doing like a family league, and he's like furious because there's like, some cousin in Michigan who's like a trade raper. And then like he finally convinced his girlfriend to like, oh, like, let's play fantasy, babe. It's fun. You'll get to know my family. And then like she doesn't watch a thing. She's a theater kid. And he's like, what about if we traded, I don't know, Derrick Henry for, let's see, somebody good. Somebody who's out for the season. She's like, I don't know. Yep.
What's that receiver that just went out for the season a couple weeks
Malik
ago?
Neighbors.
I guess there's more than one. Oh, Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Yeah, that was the one where he basically fucked his leg up. Like, that leg's gone, amputated at the knee. And it's like, but my fantasy day.
Did you have him on your squad?
I didn't, no.
Good. Well,
I had George Kittle, Aaron Jones, Austin Eckler. I mean, the list goes on. They're gone.
Praying for your fantasy team. Hopefully you do something. I don't know.
Thank you.
Get a W. All right, we're here to listen to some music from the Discord. It's Free Q Sunday. So anybody who's got anything that they want us to listen to, any pictures, any dating profiles, all the other jazz you want us to review, drop it in the queue. We'll listen, look at it, watch it, view it, give it a rating 1 through 10, give you some couple of highs, couple of lows, and keep it moving.
I don't think we fully acknowledged how brave you have to be to open up your dating profile for a couple goobers like us to review it. But I'm here for it.
I'm not a goober. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I say that whimsically because I'm not a goober either. I'm fucking dope. Yeah, I can fucking turn your dating profile from a 0 to a hero, baby. But no one's trusted us with that outside of maybe Rogue and Ray saying he was going to.
So essentially, no one's trusted us.
Yeah, essentially,
Rogue is not
human. Out there.
Rogue's not human.
That's true.
So as we go through the queue, we're gonna listen. It's if you're in our Discord, there's a channel called Sunday Stream Feedback. We start from the last time the queue was closed, which is this lovely little sticker here, and we go from top to bottom. I'll put a check mark next to it as we're listening to it. If you want to skip the line, you can skip a sub, or you can tip, and then we'll skip right to it. And then I'll put a little wad of cash next to it indicating we're skipping, but then we'll go back to the normal order of things. So if you're in the queue, we'll get to it. We listen to everything until the queue is closed. Probably close it down in like 45 minutes or so. And then we'll have a good day.
Just want to give a quick shout out to the folks in the chat. Rate along with us. Your ratings are just as valuable as ours. well, maybe not as valuable, but almost as valuable because we get to say more things about why we think it is so. But you guys also chilling with us, tell us what you think about the songs. Also very important. So shout out Unit, Carefree Key, 9B, Michi, 80 Rocky, The Fallen Dove. And that's all I see so far. So if you're in the chat and you haven't said anything, say what's up.
Very animated this morning.
I've got my crack water.
You got an energy drink?
I was going to go to the store and get like a real crack, like a C4 to make my tinglies tingle, but didn't have enough time. So this is just water crack.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're starting with October 5th. That was last week. So every week the queue is open as soon as the queue is closed. So the queue never essentially just shuts down. So yep, start from last week and then work our way all the way through. All right. First up, YNG Cobain, Find Me. This looks very dark to start the show, but okay.
Spook season, baby.
What's your favorite season of the year? Is it Halloween?
This one for sure. Not only is it great because you get to like dress up in costumes and bop people with props, but girls dress phenomenally.
Horse?
Yeah, like I was being a gentleman about it, but yeah, whorish is great.
All right, let's find out what YNG Cobain is up to.
We just go from top to bottom, Carefree, and we get to every one of them when we're done. So.
All my clothes are wrapped like they paisley. Little hoe wanna be with me, now she pays me.
What's up, Ray?
Yeah, she pays me. I'm living safely. I'm playing with my life. This shit is deadly. Yeah. They think I'm friendly. Pull up to the broom in a fresh whip, Bentley. Yeah, I touch her gently. Your concern is so dead. Yeah, like school assembly. Got so many ups, yeah. Jay tryna find me. Speaking to the streets, yeah. Cops tryna find me.
seems to be some confusion from AD Rocky. That is not the Fallen Dove. That is somebody else. The guitar in that beat was just everlasting and way too long in the places that it came up. It seemed like it was a section for the hook, but then it just kept going, and it made your song structure equally strange. Yeah, just the arrangement of the production was odd. And then as far as the song, I mean, you're on beat throughout, but just the strained voice presentation, it didn't quite resonate with me in the delivery. I don't know. It just seemed more of like a forced gimmick than a pleasing, ear-catching, like, oh, this is cool, adds some sort of mysterious element to the song. So I would say use your normal talking voice rather than just kind of, yeah, she trying to find me. Like, just, I don't know. I'm never a big fan of people like putting on a rapper voice, singing voice, like all those other things. Like, just I'm more of a like natural presentation person. But you know, song structure aside, it was okay. I'd give it a 5.5.
Maybe they lost their voice right before studio time. They're like, well, fuck, I already booked it. Well, I'm going to reschedule.
I guess.
Shout out for the follow, Night Wives. It's the best kind of wife, by the way. The ones that you get at night.
What if it's Night Wolves?
That's even better.
Is that still a wife?
Also the best kind of wolf. Yeah, so we have a section in our Discord, Sunday stream feedback. You see it on the left. That's where we take submissions, and we're just going from the top to the bottom of the community submitted submissions. If you would like to skip, feel free to tip, and you will get up absolutely next. Otherwise, vibe with us, and we're gonna go down the list. This one, YNG Cobain. I agree with the voice. It felt like a performance, and it kind of felt like I don't know how long you've been doing music, but it kind of felt like maybe you're still figuring out your style. Like the writing wasn't very good. It was on beat. I'll give you that. I liked kind of the guitar when it came in, but it kind of needed a little bit more to it. It just kind of had one kind of simple riff throughout. And then when the extra layer of guitar came in on the chorus, it's like, ugh, it sounds kind of Clash, right? It just didn't feel like it added to it. And yeah, the voice, it was like in between singing. It's like, I don't quite want to sing. I just want to like project a whisper, and you don't want to rap. You just kind of want to whisper. You're not leaning into either rapping or singing. You're kind of somewhere in between. You're in, songwriter purgatory. And for that reason, it didn't quite hit. I'd give it a 4.
All right, next up, AD Rocky. Sorry that I made you cry.
Sorry, mama. Shouldn't have cuddled with my dog. AD Rocky has the wildest photos that he uses as part of his songs. I will say that.
What's your favorite Eminem song?
Ooh. First one that came to my head was Brain Damage. I don't know if that's my favorite.
Interesting.
What about you?
Haley's song.
Pussy.
All right, here's AD Rocky.
Race to 5'9". That means evil. Criminal.
Self-reflecting really hard.
Didn't age well.
And it took a fucking Zen bar. Yeah, a couple bills to finally just notice what a piece of shit I am.
You don't know how to start it. Maybe take a pause, think about it, and then.
I took myself, damn dog, I am gone. I'm not speaking about the high, man, I am not the person that I used to know, man, I am lost. I'm mad at myself, complaining about this fucking bitch who abused my ass a lot. What the fuck is this? I don't even got the right to be sad about it, because I did the same shit, though I love my chick. I let all of the dog shit hurt her cause I'm a pussy, can't stop it. I blame my trauma, the truth is that's not it. I'm just a piece of shit, chained like a bondage to my body, wishing to free it. Everyone around hated me, I'm a demon. Do not give a reason to me because I can see it. If my daughter dated me, then I wouldn't be breathing. I'm sorry, I'm a piece of shit. I'm sorry, you don't deserve to cry. I'm sorry, I'm a piece of shit. I'm sorry, you don't deserve to cry. When I'm up in pain, do I take an ounce of accountability? Doing things that is gonna hurt me, dog, I'ma do MJ and blame my trauma for my toxins, a stupid man. Choices that I know gonna hurt people willingly. I'm 21, thinking change a futility, and so I stopped trying to do it and stayed to the life that I'm used to. I'm clueless, I don't got the answers, was given chances to make a better life, man, I was dancing around my opportunities cause my acid wanted love from y'all instead of my planting money trees from the checks that was given from foster care. I spent that on romancing. I won a contest for a song that I made. I spent the cash on some coke, not on my passions. I'm sorry, I'm a piece of shit. I'm sorry, you don't deserve to cry. I'm sorry, I'm a piece of shit. I'm sorry, you don't deserve to cry.
Hey, yo, Miss Angela, tell this girl I'm trying to bring her some clothes, man.
Hey, Peyton, he has a bag of clothes.
Yeah, bro, like, it's up to you to take it, man. And I was so mad at myself for getting my foster mom to drive up there and see me get cheated on. But I'm a fucking prick, too.
What?
You don't agree?
Wildin'. It's so funny. There's just random lines that AD Rocky kind of throws out casually, like, I'm sorry for making my foster mom drive me to go get cheated on or such. You're like, hold on. What? What did that have to do with any of that shit?
It's all her fault.
Yeah, fucking foster mom. If it wasn't for that foster mom, my bitch would still be faithful. Just kidding. Look, here's what I'd say in general. I think there's a lot of filler at the beginning and ends. Like, I understand an intro, I understand an outro, but I think that it didn't necessarily tie the song together, right? Like, if you're like trying to set up the song, I don't know that, like, I don't even know what to do with an intro is a good way to introduce what you're going to be doing. And then kind of yeah. Similarly, like at the outro, you're like, yeah, my foster mom. You're like saying this like crazy story, which kind of what didn't seem to be referenced in the lyrics of this, because it felt like more of like, I'm a piece of shit, I did you wrong type track. So I think those are just kind of confusing pieces to me. As far as the artistry of it, I liked the beat a lot. I think that the hook worked. There's still something about your delivery that feels a little stiff in terms of like it has to fit this cadence. You're very good at matching the tones in the cadence and the flow. I think that loosening up and having a little bit more fun with the delivery is kind of maybe what I wanted to hear on more of this chill beat, but I think you did a pretty good job overall. I'd say this is a 6 for me.
I think in terms of the delivery, the thing that I noticed is that AD will tend to he'll trail one, like he'll have a complete thought, but he'll like split it between two lines. Like he'll start a sentence in the middle of one bar and then finish that sentence off in the next bar. And I think that's what kind of makes the flow feel a little bit awkward at times, because it's not that it doesn't rhyme and it's not that it's off beat, but it's like you start a thought in the line before, and it's not like a one-time thing. It's like consistently. It's like, oh well, you just started the sentence like 2 lines ago and then you finish it like 3 lines later or 3.5 lines later. It just feels like a very awkward structure of the lines. I think that's what I noticed the most. um and really the way that I interpret it is it comes off as like you're narrating a story rather than like rapping a song, because it feels like I'm listening to an audiobook just by the way that you write your lines and the way that you're performing it, rather than me like, oh yeah, I'm nodding along to a song. Like that's how I felt listening to this. Is like, okay, this is an audiobook with just background music playing. And it worked. However, I think like there's tweaks that you can do to like how you structure your lines so that it just doesn't have that awkward presentation. But yeah, I think overall, like, like we said last week, comparing like last year AD Rocky to this year AD Rocky, I think that you've evolved in that you feel more polished. You feel it sounds more laid back. You sound like you found your groove. It's just that awkward writing structure that still kind of throws me off from time to time. I give this give it 6.5. All right, next up, Will the Cook. Shown us this guy before. We liked him last time. If you know the artist that we like, why do you keep bringing us Little Garfield songs? What's up with that?
Watch, it's Little Garfield.
I wouldn't turn it off. I'd definitely say some things though.
Hey, I'm just here. I'm here to serve my time for the community, for the match. It's cinema, bro.
Not to mix now, baby. I've been learning how to mix now, baby. You like the drinks with the mix now, baby. You brought your friends to the mix now, baby. Brown skin, dark skin, then the mix now, baby. I should take them all on a trip now, baby. Don't trip now, baby. Just sit now, baby. I got some you wanna mix now, baby. All the things you never did, we gon' find time to. No, I go missing, so this time I found you. Girl, I don't even miss not to say that I like you. You gotta admit that you got that my vibe too. But I envision when I think of what I really want. Girl, I'm on a mission just to show you you're my only one. Play that new edition. I don't want it if it isn't. Look, so girl, what it is. I'm too, baby, I've been drifting on. Baby, let's get lifted up. Tell me, is you ready, dog? I know I get distant up. Feel like telling mommy, girl, I miss your car. Tell me who you missing up. Tell me who you missing up. Yeah. Tell me who you missing up. Tell me who you kissing on. That's none of my business. Oh yeah. I know that you miss it all. You willing to risk it all. It all.
Time Zone Freestyle by 815, produced by Will the Cook. Not my favorite Will the Cook beat, but it's a decent Will the Cook beat. Does the job. My issue with this song, I like the song. I want to like the song more. My issue with the song is just over relying on effects to be a song. Like I know I've on some point in the past on the show I've said like, hey, I love Chris Brown's music. Don't understand why his engineers always slap auto-tune on him or pitch correction on him. I would say that even though Chris Brown has pitch correction on it, like you can still hear the fact that the guy can sing. I think that this guy can sing, but it's just overabundant with like the retune on the pitch correction and then the delays. Like it just ruins the the vibe of the vocals by I just want all these effects on it. I just want all these knobs and buttons turned up to the max that it just kind of took me out of the element of the song. I think if all the like stupid extra additional effects were dialed back, I would like the song even more. It sounds like he can sing. Yeah, it gets a little bit repetitive at the end. It's just a one verse, two hook track, but at the same time, I think it would be better if it was like less effect heavy. For that reason, I'll give it a 6.
Couldn't agree more. Like you can tell the guy has talent, but the effects were just kind of insane. It's like a waiter just delivered you just a prime cut of steak. It's just like, here's your steak, sir, filet mignon, and then dumps a bunch of mustard on it. You're like, wait, fucking what? No, gross. Get that shit off of there. On top of that, like here's where I'm at. It's like I couldn't get behind it lyrically. Like, and it's a freestyle. I can hear it's a freestyle. It's labeled as a freestyle, sure. But why not just not? Why not just like take a pause, take 5 minutes? Fucking 5 minutes is all I ask for just something that's not ABCs. You know what I mean? Like, and it's fine. Like, it's for a freestyle, not bad. But as a song, why would you put that out as a song? Even as a freestyle, you know what I mean? Like time zone, I don't like the singing in the beginning was just a little long and boring, and then in comes, you know, kind of the same thing rhymed over and over. There's like slight changes to it. Might as well be like Juvenile back that ass up, like Ajay, Baje. It's like, dude, no. Even that had like more thought put to it of like, here's a full thing to rhyme together with a little Ajay at the end. This was just kind of saying the same fucking thing over and over like a North Korea torture prison. I hated that aspect of it. Probably going a little hard on this for what it is. The beat was fine, and I think you have a lot of talent that was grossly misused by the effects and just not writing anything down. So I'm going to give this a 5.
Shout out North Korea torture. All right, we got a tip from DJ Tongue Hero.
Shout out that guy. He writes.
So let me
I feel like, not to like go too much on a tangent, but like I feel like I've heard freestyles that I'm like, okay, I can tell it's a freestyle, but like it's a little harder. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
In 2025, hip hop is aging. I don't really think that there's a place for freestyles anymore. Unless it's like a live recorded event and people want to see the video aspect of it. In a song format, we're not doing mixtapes anymore. Telling me it's a freestyle adds no value to it. It literally means nothing. And like kind of like you said, if you're freestyling at that point, I don't care. Make it a full, either write the song out, you know, or if you don't write, think it through, whatever the hell your process is. But putting freestyle in the song title is just like a placebo at this point, right?
It's like an excuse. It's like, I know the lyrics weren't great, but it's because I freestyled it. You didn't have to. You have unlimited time.
But what I say is like, even if it was like a 10 out of 10 song and you told me it's freestyle, at the same time, I don't really care. Like a good song is a good song, but you telling me it freestyle now, it puts this thought in my head of like, oh, you could have tried harder if you didn't just freestyle it. That's basically where I'm at now in terms of hip hop. Like, sure, if this was like the mixtape era, this was like between like 20 and 15 years ago, and people were dropping, you know, mixtapes left and right, and freestyling was kind of the way to get noticed. Sure, freestyle. But like now with the barrier to entry so low and so many songs coming out every day, you telling me you freestyled, if I don't like it, now I'm holding that against you. And I feel like it's a detractor more than it is a, oh cool, look, a freestyle type thing. It does nothing for me if there's no video to support, oh, hey, he really freestyled that.
Right. Good point.
Anyway, DJ Tongue Hero tipped. I guess he's got a couple songs because he sent us 10 buckaroos. Let's play this first one. Looks like a ode to the motherland, Crumpets and Tea. What are we licking today, DJ Tongue Hero?
It's 3 o'clock in the morning and I just slipped on my jeans. Half awake and she's yawning, asking if I'm gonna leave. Things we did in that bedroom were trifling and obscene. Now it's 8 o'clock in the morning, she just wants crumpets and tea. She from the USA, met a tall blonde chick from overseas. She wanna fuck, but I guarantee that girl's a tease. She wanna hold me, but I wanna hold 3.5 in a leaf. She holding on that wood and told her past cause the drugs ain't cheap. Came 3 times one session and can tell her ex so weak. Only here for 5 days, but she got undressed all week. 45 minutes ago, you know her hair and nails, they were on fleek. Now her shit's all fucked up, but the makeup's back at the B&B. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I just slipped on my jeans. She's half awake and she's yawning, asking if I'm gonna leave. Things we did in that bedroom were just like an x-ray scene. Now it's 9 o'clock in the morning, she just want crumpets and tea. And me. And tea. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, she's asking if I'm gonna leave.
Be there or be square. Cause I don't see you around. DJ Tongue Hero.
Okay. It's no longer get licked, it's get fucked, I guess. All right, that was DJ Tongue Hero, Crumpets and Tea.
There's a couple lines in there that didn't make sense. Yeah. I also I don't understand. It kind of sounded like he was using an accent and going for the UK drill. Mm-hmm. And at this point, I'm like, is this guy AI? You know what I mean? Because all of his beats and all of he uses AI in the video. The beats could have been Suno AI, just make me a UK drill, and maybe he just fed it. Let us know. Is this your voice or is this an AI voice? Yeah, the beat. I liked the idea of it. I think the execution needed to be a little bit more polished. And what I mean by that is the beat just kind of felt a little too simple. The UK drill, I think that was a cool kind of sound. And I liked the way you rapped on it. I just wish that the drums were better, that the kind of main melodies didn't feel as goofy. If it felt more okay, this is a banger, yeah, I think this song could really work. Outside of that, the vocal quality felt a little tinny, which is also where I'm is this AI? It was fun. Couple fun lines in there. I like the style. I'll give it a begrudging 7.
I like the song overall. I don't like the way the vocals sounded. I think that was my biggest issue, is it sounded like there was some effects on it that detracted from it more than added value to it. Interesting that you did a drill song and then did it in an accent. I think that kind of just adds to the aura of the story that you were describing in the lyrics. So I didn't mind the accent. It just, the effects on the vocals didn't really help to me. I think that's the main things that I wanted to say. There were some parts of the flow where it seemed like you kind of, not that you get out of breath, but you definitely hit your limit, but you kept going. And those little areas could be cleaned up a little bit, but that's just being nitpicky. I think overall, I like the song. I wanted to like it more, but the effects kind of took me out of liking it more than I can. So I would give it a 6.5. Yeah, 6.5. Let's see, you had $10, so there's another one somewhere. Here it is.
My favorite is when you give a rating and then you're like, yeah, that is the good rating.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm good there. Yeah, I gotta ask myself, is this right?
Yeah, am I being fair? Am I being? Yeah.
All right. Here's his second tip song. Shake That Ass.
Dice How's it going today? Fantably Reaper wants to know. And Gray Baby wants to say hi. Hi, Gray Baby.
It's going okay. It's early. Tired. I'm hungry. We're listening to some DJ Tongue Hero.
Yeah. Same.
All right. Here's Shake That Ass.
Shake that ass for me.
If you a titty gang, you lick a titty probably. Who brought that baby oil? This ain't a Diddy party. Hold up, let's get it shorty. You know we get it started. You got that tongue going. I know you put it on me. I've been around the world. I seen 2 million women. I never met a girl that lick it how you lick it. You know if you're a lick it, then you gotta stick it. I got that butter for ya. You just show the biscuits, now turn around and get it. You really got that grippy tongue hero titty gang. Let me lick them titties. He flies around the world, he's always getting busy. She's always at the club, don't leave till 1:50. She came to dance, but now she wanna fuck. If you came to find some booty, you might be in luck. Check the dance floor, look around the club. She's a thick, pretty bitch out there shaking butt. Shaking butt. Shaking butt, shaking butt, shaking butt, shaking butt, shaking butt, shaking butt.
DJ Tongue Hero, Shake That Ass. I like the projection on it. I don't like this song, and I think the reason is it just feels like low-hanging fruit. Okay, let me back up. Shake That Ass, yes, low-hanging fruit topic, but I feel like lyrically it was just all like easy grabs. I feel like there could have been more cleverness to it rather than the easy pickings of like Diddy, Baby Oil, and a few other things that you said. Like, that's my personal thought, is that from hearing your other songs and how you construct your lines, I would expect a little bit more cleverness, and like from start to end, this just felt like easy grabs, and like this was kind of like a throwaway track to me. I give this a 6.
Yeah. Again, there's this weird quality to the vocals where now I'm like full-blown conspiracy. Like, is it all AI? Has it ever been real? I don't know. But it's
it's him. I've talked to him in voice chat.
There's a tinniness to the vocals that I don't understand where it's coming from. But I think that was the biggest thing for me, is like the beat doesn't feel fully fleshed out and the vocals feel very tinny from a technical perspective. But yeah, like I'll just second what Dice says, is like, I've heard a lot more clever things from you. The one specific thing I'd call out is as the sample is saying shake that ass and you're saying butt. Like, no. We don't say ass here. We say butt. Kind of feels like, you're talking to like your 4th grade cousin and he's like at the Thanksgiving dinner table. He's like, oh, you said a bad word. We say butt around here. We don't say ass. Like it just feels like it doesn't feel as grown up as the, subject matter maybe calls for. At the same time, I like this one more than the last one. So I'll give it a 7.
Some people can't handle ass, Bird. They just prefer the butt.
Honestly, if you can't handle ass and you're like a butt guy, you probably don't deserve it. You're probably gonna get left for some dude who's an ass guy versus a butt guy.
I don't like when the butt is short. Like, I don't like short butts, like tall. You gotta have a long crack. Don't have like
long butts.
Yeah, it looks weird.
It's just an extension of her back.
Yeah, it looks like you have a long ass back, and then there's like a few inches of butt crack. Like, what's up with that? Where's your ass at? Got,
where
like,
the ass at?
Hank Hill ass.
Let us know where the ass at.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the normal order of operations. No tips. All right. Next up is, oh my god, I need to close the queue down.
We're here all day, folks.
Lord Glorium. I got lost in the colorful view.
Oh, did you see that interaction yesterday between Major and Lord Glorium? Where Glorium's like, yo, here, look at my song. And it had like a pentagram or something on the front as the picture. And Major's like, yeah, I'll check it out. Saw the pictures like, no, fuck that. I'm staying away from the Satan.
Don't you bring that?
I ain't playing no Satan.
I've been offline. But that sounds about right. That sounds like Lord Glorium and Major from what I know of them.
That's the beauty of our community, is just bringing all sorts of people together.
How do you feel about Satan?
Probably a bad guy. I know that's a hot take.
Probably. We should put that on a shirt. How do you feel
kind of
about
a
Satan?
dick.
Probably a bad guy. All right. Here's Lord Glorium. I got lost in the colorful view.
Luke season. Intros forever. Is this an intro? Or is this just forever? What the fuck?
It's a 2. It's the little sample that you have sounds like an intro, and then you made it into a 2-minute and 37-second beat with no arrangement. It's a 2 for me. I don't know what you did to this, and there's nothing audibly that I can listen to that makes me feel like, oh man, this person like slice up this sample. They added these hi-hats and these snares here. Like there's really nothing here that tells me artistically you did a lot, and it's not an interesting listen either. 2.
Yeah, I'm at the same place because like it is just all right. It felt like the same sample playing over and over. And the funny part about it is like you could probably sample those horns and add like some kicks and some hi-hats and like make that hip hop. Or you could take it a lot of different ways, but instead you just kind of had that kind of 4-note progression playing the whole time. The worst part about it for me was what sounded like the sample of the subway tunnel. You know, somebody just holding a mic to like the inside of a subway tunnel. You just hear that the whole time. And you're like, that doesn't add to it. If anything, like that would be one step to give you at least one more point, is like take the subway noises out. But you just got to do more with it. So I'm at a 2-2.
All right, next up, Self-Savior, or featuring Self-Savior. Here's Tynes, Surge.
Okay.
I'm just a
We must pay homage to him.
I'm just a good dude with a felony, allegedly. Swear to God, y'all be rapping till I'm 70. Cause I just love this shit, too much to let it go. Ain't no limit when you living through your inner soul. This ain't no gimmick flow, fully gifted when I'm rapping, ain't no capping. I finish like I'm in minute mode, and into win it. So if you ain't with me, you don't get me. No understanding a man when you can't listen slow. I'll pick the picture road. These words become a blur when you defer from yourself like an eviction note. I guess I'm locked out, these words be blocked out because I dropped out. They say I flop now. Flop how? How you listen to them lies you telling? Shit you selling worth a penny and my price a melon. That's a milli, hope you feel me cause I'm getting better. With these lines and all these rhymes, I swear my shit's so clever.
And they say I got an attitude. Truth is, I ain't really mad at it. Now you wonder if I'm mad at you. Don't trip, you get dropped like a bad habit. And they say I got an attitude. Truth is, I ain't really mad at it. Now you wonder if I'm mad at you. Don't trip, you get dropped like a bad habit.
Bad habit, the mad rabbit is back at it. Craft what, my nigga, the witchcraft matter. I ain't even gotta take a shell to move your bladder. Moving faster when the hot ones hitting splatter. I'm the damager, really, I gotta hit my lick. Take a pick, do you wanna die fast or quick? Cause I ain't got no time for it, the time going. You be dealing with a dyke, that's mind blowing. I'm owing nobody, put a hole in your body. Everybody say they know me but don't know about me. Might clap you in your shit, so get the fuck from around me. Same boulevard, the station is the place you found me. And now they saying that I'm mad at you, and now I ain't mad. I treat an attitude like prostitutes, it's up in the bag. They thought that they was bad till we started up in the flag. And now we up in their ass, pause, no diddles.
And they say I got an attitude. Truth is, I ain't really mad at it. Now you wonder if I'm mad at you. Don't trip, you get dropped like a bad habit. And they say I got an attitude. Truth is, I ain't really mad at it. Now you wonder if I'm mad at you. Don't trip, you get dropped like a bad habit.
Right, that was Times with Surge featuring Self Savior. I like it. In terms of like everything else that we heard so far in the show, this is like kind of going back to just kind of pure hip hop element to artists dropping some clever, witty-ish bars back to back. I like it. I wouldn't say that there's anything that necessarily like, oh, go back and do this differently. I think it just kind of has, this is one of those, you know, in between other song tracks. If it was on an album, I don't know how I feel about it as just like a single release, maybe like a SoundCloud track. I don't know if it, well, it's already distributed, whatever. It's okay. I'll give it a 7. Like, I think both guys did a good job. Mix wise, it sounds cool. It's a 7.
Here was my take. It's like, it's an interesting mix between the two artists because on one hand, Tynes is super laid back. And with a laid back beat, I kind of wanted a little bit more like aggression or a little bit more dynamicism, like be more dynamic with the flow and with the delivery, because it is just kind of a, you know, applauding traditional boom bap hip hop beat. And then Self Savior provided that in spades, but I felt like for me, it sounded like his quality was just not quite the same as Tynes. Like his quality was kind of the one thing holding him back. But I loved his energy. I loved his parts. I thought the chorus was super good and catchy. Perfect kind of ad-lib layer to make it interesting. I like this overall. I'm going to give it an 8 with just kind of slight knocks to I wish Tynes was a little more aggressive and I wish Self Savior had better quality.
I don't think Self Savior's ever going to upgrade his microphone.
Probably not. But it's like, it's one of those things you can't like ignore. Like that's the thing in my ears. I was like, man, it sounds different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Next up, Cheshire Persian. Posted 2 of them. We're only going to listen to one.
Oh, man,
one of these
they look so fun. Strings on My Hands. Or what's the other one?
Witness Lime Prophecy.
Yeah, I can't pick. I want to see them both, to be honest. But we only do one here, so next time, unless you pay us $5, then we'll listen to both. And I kind of hope you do.
Neither one of them really stand out to me, so I'm just gonna go off of the energy that you're giving, and you seem excited.
It feels like a VHS sort of like. We'll see. We'll see.
If you like a good conspiracy, these are for you.
Oh yeah. We know a guy. Oh, shout out JC.
I signed the wars with pen of gold. Empires bend in the depths I hold. They bow in line. The kings and crowns don't.
I kind of want to listen to the other one instead.
They all sold marching band, and every whisper, every lie you see dances to the tune of me. Treaties linked in a hidden room. Markets rise, they crash in doom. You know, presidents beg for a landing grace, but I own every mask on every face. You pray to idols, carved into stones, but I built temples out of loans. Only God knows. I've got the strings in my hands, pulling nations like a marching band, and every whisper, every lie you see.
I can't finish this. Nothing like a bird mid-song sigh to let me know that we're on the same wavelength. I tried to get through the last minute and a half, but there's just too many. You're like performing it so theatrical, and
It's theater kid shit.
like, yeah, you're doing all of these theatrics with your voice, but the song is like a slight little pop, like foot tapper, head nodder, and it just doesn't align. Like, I don't know what about this beat you heard and said, you know what needs to go on top of this? Some theatrics about conspiracies. It just doesn't match up. Like the sonically the what you're doing with your voice and the lyrics don't align with what the beat is calling for. I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but I always say this about like any topic that people want to get into the weeds on. Like, who is this for? Right? Who the fuck is gonna listen to this? Like, is this your first introduction to people? And I say that with all due respect, is like, because we had those guys, I forgot their name, I always forget their name, Midwest Connection, those guys out of Michigan. Every song that they bring us was about some Michigan shit, 5 guys in the woods, and I'm like, nobody knows what the fuck y'all are talking about except for people in Michigan. And like, sure, if this is designed for people who know whatever the hell this subject matter is, cool. But, you know, understand your platforms and what you're doing with, like, here's my first impression that you're throwing out in the world, because this doesn't leave a good impression. It tells me that you don't know what your audience is and how to catch people's attention and how to structure a song in an interesting and generalized way. I'll give it a 3.
The trick is, Dice. I mean, I think you hit it on the head. The trick is when you get a little bit more experience, when you understand kind of the music theory aspects of this, then you can take really complex subjects, conspiracy theories, whatever you want, dilute them into something more digestible, and then put them in song form in a way that connects to people. This is kind of before that step where it's just nobody can connect with this because the other elements that make a song just aren't there. So I would say for me, my overall impression is you can sing. Like, I hear in your voice, there are good tones to your voice, but my take is you have no understanding of how to craft a song, from, you know, the beat that you chose and then what you chose to do over it, like just completely not matching, to the super complex lyrics that are just completely undigestible. You know, it's like swallowing plastic, that song. So I'd give it a 2. But you have a good voice. So when you figure out how to turn this plastic, or take the plastic out of the meat and actually make a hamburger, I think you're onto something.
I agree with Michi. This song was buns. All right. JCC resubbed. Gonna get him up next, and then we'll get back to the line. This is just a rough draft. Finished writing last night. Want to know if it feels too repetitive. Okay. Here is A Feeling by Relac, aka JCC.
Also, we don't say ass, we say butt.
A feeling is all that it takes to escape from my everyday. Feels the same when I'm alone. Haven't picked up to pick yourself up when you have nothing left. But to have some patience, sit there, wait and hold on to your breath. Because when air's escaping, thoughts are shaping, learning to accept that a feeling is all that it takes to escape from how every day feels the same when I'm alone. Haven't picking up the phone and a feeling is all that it takes. All that it takes to try to get away when you just don't feel okay and you don't know what to do. All you need is a feeling to get you through the day. Need a feeling to start to feel okay. Need a feeling when you feel stuck in place to put a smile on your face. All you need to chase is a feeling.
Right, that was JCC with a feeling. Feel that, Bird?
We might just have to recruit him for the second documentary we do. Here's where I'm at. Yes. Yeah, that was great. I think that awesome vocals, cool guitar. Is it too repetitive? I think it's short enough to say no, but also I think it'd be smart for you. Like there was a time around like 110 where you kind of came in a little bit more aggressive. I think it'd be smart for you to have sections where maybe the guitar stops. And I think that would be kind of the perfect spot for it is right when you come in more aggressive, have the guitar out, and then like have it come back in. Boom. I think playing with the energy of the guitar is what this could use. The energy of the guitar and maybe having like one other section which goes up a little higher that you could kind of play around with. Just a slight switch up. It's fine as is, but I think it'd be better with some more variety. 8.5 as a rough draft.
Yeah, I mean, as a rough draft, I don't think it is too repetitive overall. Maybe in the intro, it sounds a little bit repetitious before you actually get into the, you know, the contents. But once you do your verse and then the hook comes back in at the end, it doesn't feel repetitive. I think it just kind of lashes onto memory of like, okay, this is how it started out. I can see what Bird is saying about like bringing more energy to the finality of it, the ending, the conclusion. But I think where it's at, I like the structure of it. Outside of just, you know, polishing it up and cleaning up the mix, I don't have any strong like do this, take away that elements. I would just say, you know, if anything, maybe if you do feel like it's repetitious in the beginning, you can change up some of the wording, like very subtle, but I wouldn't do any drastic changes because I think you'll take away the vibe that you set. I give it an 8. JMMA says this is not a troll song. Okay, we'll remember that when we get to it.
Yeah, we'll see what a troll song is or not.
We've heard plenty of troll songs. All right, oh my god, I'm so glad I just closed the queue. All right, here we are. Fat Beanie, Aurora Borealis. Okay, here we go.
Looking for a good fit that'll kill 'em all. Don't be so anxious, I'm not in the
Fat Beanie with Aurora Borealis. A lot of conflicting opinions in the chat. Some people love it, and other people like this shit's. I personally do not like the song. I don't like how it sounds. I don't like how you performed it. I don't like the content of it. Objectively, you did what the topic, or you did what the genre, the style of it is calling for. I just do not like the clearly pronounced, half singy songy electronic beat bop manufactured bullshit. It just sounds like that to me. That's what I hear when I hear this. Like the odor. Like, who says odor? Odor. Fuck, man. Look, subjectively, it's a 2 for me. Objectively, you're on beat. You're not off key. It's not terribly mixed. It just sounds super robotic. I'll split the difference of my hatred for the track, and I'll just give it a 5. And I'll just say that, like, this style of music is definitely super, like, niche. Like, this is not, like, gonna be, like, radio music ever. And I think you know that. And I think what I'm saying is, like, the audience for this is super narrow. And my advice to all artists is, like, if that's the path that you want to go for, find those people and cherish them. If your goal is, like, to be a long-term career musician, living off of this is going to be hard.
Sure. Okay. Look, here's the real Unk. You just don't get it. You just don't get what us kids like.
I admitted that. I said, look, subjectively, I hate this, but objectively looking at like song put together, cool. On beat, on key, okay, cool.
Anyone over 12 is gonna hate this. I hate it too. But like, yeah, did it accomplish what it was going for? Yeah-ish. Look, the beat is insane. Like, there's just way too much going on in it. I understand this is a style. I don't fucking get it. For this style, I do think you could have had a little bit more energy, as there's so much going on. You really have to compete with a lot of shit in that beat. You know what I mean? So there was some element of like, I wish you were kind of like bringing a little bit more energy to it. But even then, it's like, how good can you really make a song when it starts out with that? Is what I keep coming back to, is like, do you go back and fix anything? No, start over with a different beat and then go from there. I don't think you're a bad artist. I just think that like whatever's influencing you to make this type of music shouldn't exist. And I think just going back to the basics would serve you better. I'll give it an objective 5 as well. It's a song, but I want to give it less because I hate a lot of the choices that were made just with the sound.
Nara and anybody else who happened to like this, I'm open-mindedly very curious. Like, what about this appeals to you? And what score would you give it? Like, I just want to know. Like,
is there... Man, I don't think I get any of the chats. I'm on Twitch.
Yeah, that's the YouTube chat. Nara's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I can't see any YouTubes.
He said that it's fresh. And then he walked in saying, "Oh shit, plugin B and WCR, it's fresh. This shit fresh." And I'm like, "What?"
I'm curious too. Maybe Fat Beanie, maybe we could talk in the Discord and you could be like, "Look, here's what you're not hearing, you old fuck." Like, and I get it. Like, in the 60s, rock and roll was just a bunch of noises to the oldies then too, So I'll just freely admit, maybe this is after my time. I just don't get why somebody would want so much happening in the beat, because it does distract from the vocals and what I think you're going for.
Yeah, I mean, not to spend too much time on it, but like my perception of it is that it's kind of what I was saying earlier. Is like this is very low barrier to entry. Like I don't feel like there's anything unique about this style of music that like nobody else could do. Like I feel like Bird could make this song. I feel like
5 minutes.
like 60 people, 60% of the people in our Discord could wake up, turn on the same settings and perform this exact song in the same cadence and everything. It just doesn't feel like it's uh a high complexity in the artistry. That's my perception of this style of music. Yes, it
I
has a
think
vibe. It has some like little bops and dance to it, but the performance of it lyrically and how it's performed is very basic.
I think you just hit the nail on the head. And it's not just this song. We're talking about like
Yeah.
I'm expanding it out now where it's like that's where we're like, okay, if anyone can do it, then it's not we're not going to give it a high rating if anyone can make that same thing, right? Because the beat is doing all the work here. It's so fucking busy. The beat is doing all the work, and then so you could pretty much just say anything. Ba 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 da ba ba ba.
Yeah.
While this is just brah exploding your brain in the background. And I guess if your brain is trained to listen to all these beep boops and fucking then
Well, it's
maybe you
'cause,
like it.
it's because all the kids these days have ADHD. Everybody's diagnosed with ADHD and autism.
Yeah.
It,
Those are the
it's like
two.
as many things as you can have happening all at once. It like appeals to the brain.
Phantom Reaper does know a thing about beeps and boops.
Okay. So Nara said that he said it's fresh, not because it's not usual to hear this sound in a server. Okay, that makes more sense. Not that he necessarily like thought it was
fresh, as in different to hear the new Rage music on our old heads. Got it.
And then Unit said that it's well produced and performed. Normally doesn't like the electronic sound, but this song made him happy somehow. You probably have ADHD, Unit.
I mean, I guess that's all that matters, right? Like mixed reviews. There's a market for this, obviously. There's a couple of people that like it. So
couple out of 3,500. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, not for us, but for the youngs, sure, maybe.
The youngs. All right, next up. I don't know. Except with IDK. Okay.
Say you want me to. I remind you how I do. Oh, I love this feeling. Ooh, say you want me to. I remind you how I do.
Same it.
Oh, I love this feeling.
You can have beeps and boops and have it not horrible.
I don't know with IDK. I liked the first half of this infinitely more than the second half. I didn't like the metal shop, sweatshop deconstruction elements that you added towards the end, and then it made all the glitching just kind of less appealing to me. I definitely loved how it started out with. I wish there was more to it vocally. It just feels like it was over reliant on production and mixing elements, especially to close out the song, than like the actual song itself. Uh, yeah, that's kind of my like first listen, first impression is like started out great, kind of just overdid it with all the tweaks and the effects at the end, and then it kind of just like, why are you doing all this stuff? Just give me more of that goodness from the first half. I'll give it a 6 because of that. Like I was at an 8, and then it just kind of went downhill from there.
See, I love this shit. I love it. But there are some technicalities about it. Like I think we pointed this out the last time where the drums are causing like maybe there's
drums.
The compression on the drums is causing it to like cut out. So like I can hear every time that the music cuts out in here when the drums hit, and it's ruining a great song. I think this is a 10, but with the technical fucking limitations, I'd have to put it down back to an 8. But I love the melody. I love the samples. I even like the glitches. I don't mind the metal shop sounds. I'm used to dubstep. You just got to figure out the fucking percussion. I don't know.
Turn your fucking compressor off. Start there.
Yeah, like I would put this on a fucking playlist and just vibe out for an hour and a half. I was gonna say while running on a treadmill, but that's not true. But I'd vibe out doing something if you fix the percussion.
A soggy waffle with peanut butter.
Yeah, making soggy waffles with peanut butter. I would vibe out to that.
All right, next
Look,
up.
if you don't fucking know about Eggo waffles in the microwave, it's gonna change your life.
Why?
It's so much better. Who wants that crunchy bullshit? You want nice, moist, microwaved waffles.
That just sounds so gross. It sounds like it just like deteriorates as soon as it hits your mouth like cotton candy. It just sounds disgusting. Why don't you just eat pancakes?
Yuck.
Pancakes is basically what you're basically turning a waffle into a pancake by microwaving it.
I'm turning a waffle into the best food of all breakfasts.
You know what? I'm not even gonna hang on to the fact that you microwave it. The fact that you put peanut butter on it is the egregious part.
It's protein.
Bacon.
Peanut butter and syrup, baby. Bacon. Okay, now you're just trying to
protein, bacon,
get a heart
sausage.
attack. Fucking heart attack for 40.
I've already made it that far. Might as well risk it, right? Fuck it. All right. Here's cul-de-sac tea.
Before we play this, is that like toilet paper? Is that a cold pack? What's on his head? Is that a hood? That's not a hoodie.
Looks like a plastic bag, if I had to guess.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag floating in the wind and landing on someone's head?
When you're driving and you see like a piece of plastic headed towards your car because the other cars, it kind of hit their windshield or whatever, do you purposely avoid it, or do you just say it is what it is?
I do somewhere in between. I try to avoid it if I can, but also I understand my limits. If I'm like, surrounded by people, I'm pretty aware as a driver. So I know when to just let it ride.
People are saying it's a cold pack. First of all, I have a huge gripe with that. How does putting a cold pack on your head like this help? You should be, I'm assuming he's laying down, but like across the whole top of your head. How big is this fucking cold pack?
Well, and also let's just analyze this a little bit further. I don't think he expected this kind of rating, but all right. So blurry photo, putting fingers in front of half of the face and covering it with the cold pack. What made him choose this one of like, this is the one for my song Dangerous?
I mean, obviously he went to a rough area in the city, beat up somebody, got hit in the head, and this is his like, I still came out on top photo. Like, look, not a scratch on me, just got a concussion.
T Mavich says I was lit. All right.
All right. See, the
That
man
explains-
himself answered the question.
All right, let's get it.
He was lit. Here's Dangerous.
Dangerous.
What was it on your head, T Mavich?
You're my fix, you're the net that I fall on. You're my pen and the paper that I draw on. I'll chase the stars if you ask, but I know loving me's a tall task. You get me started, give a break from the crash. You're my wood that I pack to the end. You're the liquor that I drink, the drunk text that I send. You're the needle on repeat in my head. You're my life, you'll probably be the cause of my death. You're the reason why I watch where I step. I wore your name like a cross on my chest. A small chance for a queen, 50 cards in a deck. I'm the card that you fold when you start to suspect. I'm misunderstood like a form of new art. By the time I lit up, you already grew dark. You probably say that I took this too far, but these days I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I do what I can, knowing I can't save us. I got a plan, knowing I can't save us. I feel I'm damned, knowing I can't save us. Man, this type of love is dangerous. I do what I can, knowing I can't save us. Save us. I look up, a stranger sleeps where heaven once was. I see it clearer than the demons that I run from. I think we done for, don't know what for. Yearning for the old days, God give me one more. I'm addicted to you, but still pursue you. I'm sick, it's just that I'm committed to you. Habits I ain't proud of, and moments I regret. This love is like dope, it's potent when having sex. I'm high off your touch, but low when you try to jet. You take the air from the room and leave me without a breath. I love you just as much as the drugs that I use. Reverse the roles, I think it's me that's abused. I just wonder when the spark we had flamed out. You're still in the picture, but your love's not in the frame now. Wanna get it right, but you're pulling me apart. What's killing me more, the drug or the heart? I do what I can, knowing I can't save us. I got a plan, knowing I can't save us. I feel I'm damned, knowing I can't save us. Man, this type of love is dangerous. I do what I can, knowing I can't save us. I got a plan, knowing I can't save us. I feel I'm damned, knowing I can't save us. Man, this type of love is dangerous.
Right. It's cold sex beat. Dangerous. Maybe there's a female counterpart beat the shit out of him.
That love's dangerous. Domestic violence, never
Not
okay.
okay.
Hot take from the WCR crew early in the morning. Look, this was dope. I'm just going to say it. I like this a lot. I think good lyrics, good flow, good delivery. There are parts from a technical perspective that could be improved. I think specifically the mix, like it felt like the S's were a little sharp, maybe do a little bit more de-esser. And then the ad-libs felt like maybe you just kind of took the line, copied, and then pasted underneath. I think that you could have had some stronger ad-libs, but I really like how, I like the vision. I liked where it was going with the chorus. The chorus was catchy. The lyrics were interesting. This is what happens when you don't freestyle. You know what I mean? Like you can get across kind of a thought, a feeling, an emotion, a situation. But yeah, like there's just some technicalities that I wanted to be improved. But overall, I liked the writing, and I think it's just a little fine tuning on the execution. So I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I was at a 7, and then I think lyrically it bumped up to a 7.5 for me, especially when I heard the line about I think I'm the one getting abused. You know, like I really liked your writing and the way that you like crafted the intricacies of the relationship, comparing it to like the drugs that you use and all that other stuff. So, you know, like Bird said, there's some technical issues. I didn't like how it started. Like I would say whatever you did in the beginning, it kind of like felt weak, and I would say put the hook to start it out, because the hook is okay. but that little slow pitched intro, it didn't really resonate with me. But once the song got going, I saw where you were going with it. And like Bird said, like a de-esser on it, it seemed like the layers were at the same or near the same volume as the lead. Turn those down a little bit, just like little technical tidbits. But like lyrically, it stood out to me. So I give it a 7.5. All right, next up, Golden Ear Strikes Again. Hey, look, we were just talking about this. ADHD.
Yes, we were.
Shout out to Self Savior over on YouTube. And,
What did he say?
He said,
I can't
"Love
read
y'all."
it. Aw. Love y'all too.
Okay.
Oh shit. Eating them eggs.
Way too soon. Like 30% of your track is it fading out and coming to a conclusion. I like the production. It's cool. It has a nice little vibe to it. I wish there was more. I wish there was more structure for it, but I like the different elements that you had. It sounded pretty clean. Weird 30% fade out there. Make that shorter. Give us more beat. Give it a 7.
Yeah. Overall, awesome video. I thought that was like it's a weird production matched with a weird clip, which made it make sense. You know what I mean? So I really loved the color correction and the dude just slamming eggs for whatever reason. I think for me, I wanted to hear less of the kind of weird noises, like the baby gobbledygook or whatever. Like there's some fucking voice sample is like, bah, blah, 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 and you're like, just turn that down a little bit and maybe turn the synth up when you hear that electronic synth. Turn that up a little bit. And I think that would be the perfect mix of what I wanted to hear. But overall, I enjoyed the arrangement. I'll give it a 8. And that's including the video whole package.
All right. Next up, Nara. Ian Beat.
Oh no. Nara, do you listen to Ian?
Nara with Ian Beat. Yeah, I think the low end, the tail end of the drums are like causing a little bit of clash with just the overall sound. I like it as a whole. I think I don't think everybody's speakers can handle what you did with the bass is probably how I would phrase that. Like it doesn't sound like it's peaked out or necessarily bad on my end, but I could tell if I use some different headphones or things that I had, if I was listening to this on different speakers and stuff, I could definitely hear where people would be like, "Oh, that sounds like muffled and distorted because the bass is just kind of overpowering everything else." But I feel like you did that intentionally, and I understand it. I just caution like different listening experiences for different people. Other people will probably hear that and say, "Man, this mix is not good." So maybe you can dial it back if you want to, but if you like it, you like it. I give this a 7.
I mean, for me, I experienced the dropout for sure. So keep it or not, that was going to be what I said. But apparently my little speakers, my little headphones aren't as cool as Dice's. So it's a user error, apparently.
I'd say it was a user error.
Fuck me.
It's a producer error, but that's how he wanted it to sound.
Yeah. Look, it was pretty simple. You know, taking the peaked drums out of it, I'd say it's a beat. I didn't like it for myself, but maybe someone else can do something with it. 6.5.
You want to hear what it sounds like with vocals? Put some vocals on.
But if you go ahead and crash out, soon as he find me, next thing I ain't paying up. This challenge is tearing up ass pop.
No, I don't want to hear what.
Okay, sample was terrible, but it gives me a better idea. I'm gonna give it an 8 now. It made all the difference. It really did. I was like, oh, that's what you do with it. Okay, 8.
There you go. All right. Ray gifted a sub to Michi, but Ray doesn't have a track, so he suggested we play Michi. Michi, what's your Discord name?
Michi.
Unless I am just blind, which could be the case.
Ohayou gozaimasu, Michi.
Unit said, I think this is directed to you, Bird. So if people don't like Noir's beat, it's a skill issue from the listener's part.
Yep. No, I mean, I like to think of myself as pretty objective. I don't come in with any preconceived notions. I've given Noir low ratings before. I've given him 10s before. So I would say he's probably one of the most consistent producers on our Discord, though. A lot of talent there.
Unit said you have, he can put an asterisk. Nara, he meant, not Noir.
Oh, sure.
We don't have anything from Noir today. Man must be taking a day off.
Oh, he does have Wednesdays subscriber queues to just, do whatever he wants with.
All right. Well, until I know which user is Michi.
I want D-Bird to go first on reviews. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. That's going to be in the future, I guess. That's not. Or is that up next?
What? Oh, yeah, that was going to be up next, but we're going to do Michi first from Ray's gifted sub. Okay, Y&D Remy. Okay. Let me find that.
1548.
1548. What does that mean?
It's whatever you want it to mean. 4747 6969 76. Just kidding. I know what the other one is, but I can't allow it.
A little. Oh, here it is. Okay, I got it. I am blind. All right.
Made this last night. I'm only 16. Okay.
Here is
Context.
Need a Chance by YND Remy. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the show. I think you've gotten the hang of what we do here, so we'll listen and see what we think. Thank you to Ray Stans for gifting the young man a sub.
Shout out to Ray.
Hey yo, Archie, this shit so hard.
No. Yeah. Family living check to check, you just won't understand. I'm trying to work a better life, I'm becoming a man. Where I'm from, they say you rich if you just got a band. It's gun play outside the air, I lost some of my friends. My mama said that I'm a star and I just need a chance. But money tight and shit ain't right, so I do as I can. But girl, I try to love you right, but it ain't go as planned. My grandpa dead, I lost it all, it's tears up on my pants. It's tears up on my pants. God taught me lessons and I turned this shit to blessings. I cry and sour that it turned me up, I'm not reckless. They call me ugly child, cause that's the only block I'm reppin'. I throw a C for Big C, but don't never say I'm crippin'. I'm just a lost child, I'm out running wild. I'm not switching my crowd, these niggas this a game. I'm gonna blow them down, it's never for the fame. I'm just building my name, my mama said I'm a star, so I might buy a chain. I'm a girl in the Louis store, I know about everything. But bitch, you say you love me, but how the fuck you change? I'm thinking about it, what I read, but I don't wanna think. Family living check to check, you just won't understand. I'm trying to work a better life, I'm becoming a man. Where I'm from, they say you're rich if you just got a band. It's gun play outside the air, I love some of my friends. My mama said that I'm a star and I just need a chance. But money tight and shit ain't right, so I do as I can. But girl, I tried to love you right, but it ain't go as planned. My grandpa dead, I lost it all, it's tears up on my pants. She saw this money and got it going, calling me her man. I'm really scared up in this world, I gotta watch my friends. They say, "Look at me, how you sliding, you on top of gyms?" Well, damn, nigga playing, I'ma bust him in. Family living check to check, you just don't understand. I'm trying to work a better life, I'm becoming a man. Where I'm from, they say you rich if you just got a band. It's gunplay outside there, I lost some of my friends. My mama said that I'm a star and I just need a chance. But money tight and shit ain't right, so I do as I can. Look, girl, I tried to love you right, but it ain't go as planned. My grandpa dead, I lost it all, it's tears up on my pants.
Right, that was YND Remy with Chance. That's all he needs, birds, just a chance.
One shot, one opportunity. Would you take it or just let it slip? What do you think, Dice?
I like it. I think that there's a maturity about it content-wise, and not sure how long you've been making music, but it does sound very, I wouldn't say quite polished, but like your delivery and your timing, you seem to have intuitively picked up on like, how do I perform? How do I do the inflections? Like some things that we talk to other people about, like, oh, you just sound like flatline or dead inside. Like you have like different elements about it that I can hear. I would say like it does sound a little bit repetitive as it gets towards the end. Like that repetition of the hook, it just felt like it went on a little bit too long. And then the only other thing I would say, just from a plug-in perspective and also a performance perspective, sometimes it does feel a little bit like slurred or mumbled and it was hard to make out what you were saying. And that could be a combination of like enunciating, but also like the fact that the retune on it is like kicking in and like changing the pitch so fast that it makes it sound like it's mumbled when it might not be. So you sound like you have like, and I would say this, you sound like you have a very good control of like your voice and how you sound. I would liken you to listen to, there's an artist called Zero out of Houston. He has a very deep voice, but he like sings and he raps. And I say this not because I'm like, oh, I hate auto-tune, nobody should use it type shit, but like there's people who use their voice in a way where they don't go for the pitch correction stuff and it still sounds very like, you know, cool. Like it has that aura about it where like you can just do things with your voice without relying on like the plugins to like add those like dynamics, you know, ear candy things. So, you know, if you can listen to some Zero tracks, like like the way that he flips between like singing and rapping, I think you could do the same thing, because it sounds like you could probably harmonize very well with the deep cadences of your voice once you like get more like comfortable diving into that realm. I say all to say, like, for 16, you're doing good. I'd give this a 8.
Fuck Zero. Listen to some White Collar Rhymes tracks, specifically D-Bird in Paradise. Fuck everybody else. But yeah, as a 16-year-old, man, you're way ahead of the game. A lot of talent in this. The one kind of thing that I noticed right off the bat was like you have this intro and then comes the beat and you just kind of like waste that opportunity to like start your verse. You're like, yeah, like you do another intro after the beat has already kind of like, all right, here's the time, like do your verse. So I would maybe retool that, go back and maybe do the uhs and the yeahs as the beat is being introduced and then go right into your verse. As far as the style, I thought it was really interesting. Kind of those things that Dice said, I felt as well. But like just as far as technical nitpicking, I do think that there's some things you can do in the mix to make the lower vocals kind of more present and then kind of the higher layer. I'm not sure if I like it going the whole time. It had kind of a cool sound to it, but I wonder if it would have been more effective, like just kind of strategically in different places. But it's interesting. I mean, I'll definitely keep an eye out for more songs from you and see like how I feel about another one. But overall, real good. I'd give it an 8 as well.
Yeah, we do have some pretty talented 16-year-olds on the server. We got Remy, we got Kuiper, a couple others out there.
I don't get it. We've had podcasts where we played our old songs from 16 and it wasn't that. All right. Yeah. It took me 20 years to get to where I'm at today. When I was at 16 now. Dear God.
Key, we'll get to your track after we got a few more ahead of you, but I'll play that first one that you have there. Let's see, we got maybe like 8 more before we get to yours. Here's The Fallen Dove. They want D-Bird to go first. All right.
Because of course.
Most meaningful song on one of my most honest. Please listen to the lyrics and think about how I feel. Here's the other side.
Is it going to be just poops? I feel like this is setting us up to be trolled. Let's find out.
You go first. You find out before me.
Sometimes I don't like the view from halfway off the ground. I thought I could promise you that my life would turn around. I just want my death to be slowly. Life mother gave to me for the light in this barrel to reach my purpose finally. Back to when I was young, now I'm older and gone. Now I wanna be hung just for some reminisce off the mountain. Let me be found, let those motherfuckers know I'm inbound. Sing my bird sounds turn around for you eventually. Back to when I was young, now I'm older and gone. Now I wanna be hung just for some reminisce, but I wanna live in bliss. Pleasure from a kiss, I can show you how, baby, just like this. Heal my trauma, baby, deal with that drama. Maybe my eyes halfway closed, trying to find you in a state, in this endless part of hoes. Always caught in my brain. No, you won't save me, but yeah, sure can hope. Birds cool out ground soon, sober up around noon, but I return to euphoria like it was nice knowing ya. Feel pain from this wound, I wish that was true. I'm not a monster, but I lash out at truths. Back to when I was young, now I'm older and gone. Now I wanna be hung just for some reminisce off the mountain. Let me be found, let those motherfuckers know I'm inbound. Sing my bird sounds turn around for you eventually. Back to when I was young, now I'm older and gone. Now I wanna be hung
hung just for some reminisce. But I wanna live in bliss, pleasure from a kiss. I can show you how, baby, just like this. My eyes are hollow, turning back to the bottle, and I'ma make you follow, cause I don't wanna wallow alone. So come into my home, grab a glass, sip it slow, then enjoy the fucking shows. I pass out and down the snow. My heart pumps ice now, waiting on my device. Ouch for a text like it's my advice. Wow, I promise I can be nice. How I can show you, I can show you, I can show you, baby. Watch me, baby, let me show you. Reside with my thoughts in my room, my door locked, foaming at the mouth, but I feel so warm, baby. Give my door a knock, wake me up, rattle the doorknob. I'm shaking this cup of fucking syrup, the fucking syrup. I'ma mix it up, fucking syrup. I'ma mix it up, time don't exist anymore. Tryna find what's in store, I'm on my own, tryna go on home. Back to when I was young, now I'm older and gone. Now I wanna be hung just for some reminisce. Off the mountain, let me be found, let those motherfuckers know I'm inbound. Sing my bird sounds, turn around for you eventually. Back to when I was young, now I'm older and gone. Now I wanna be hung just for some reminisce. But I wanna live in bliss, pleasure from a kiss. I can show you how, baby, just like this.
That was The Other Side by The Fallen Dove. Bert?
Well, since I was specifically asked to go first, I will go first. Look, Dove, this is my favorite song from you in certain ways. I think lean into this, do this more. We don't give a shit about like, I fucked her ass, drink my cup. Like, this is authentic. This feels real. Like, I can understand the emotions that you put into this. Lean into that. Be real. That is what I'll say for just in general. The technicalities of it, too much auto-tune. I don't understand why you rely so heavily on auto-tune, because I think if you use your authentic voice with your authentic writing voice, your authentic voice in writing, that's a good combination. Just slopping a bunch of auto-tune on it makes it feel like, why? You know, this isn't a club track. You know what I mean? And on top of that, I would just like to remind just you and everybody that's listening that the bar ends on the second snare. So the second time the snare happens, you better have a fucking rhyming word. And you kind of chose not to, kind of the whole time. And so, like, I like the writing. I think that this is more interesting lyric-wise than anything you've ever done before. But you didn't rhyme. So I think once you figure out, okay, how to leverage more authentic, real lyrics with kind of the song structure and melody aspect of what makes a song, those two combined, that's butter. That's where you want to go. I think you missed completely on the rhyming aspect of it. So I'm gonna give it a 5.5. With a, encouragement. Keep going this way.
Yeah. Interesting that I think the content was more meaningful. It sounded more personal than, like you said, than just, gushy pussy and, all these other things that easy grab, low hanging fruit, same, like I said, same 5-6 topics recycled over and over again. As far as the hook, we've heard this before, like probably version 1. And this is what I told you back then too. Like, I even wrote down the lyrics as I was listening. Like, same thing that Bert was said. It goes back to when I was young. Now I'm older and gone. Now I want to be hung, just forced to reminisce. What does reminisce do there? It doesn't rhyme until the next line after that. So that's what Bert is saying, is like on that second bar, you should, unless you have like a very complex structure where it's like, ABBA or something like that, you're basically doing AAAB. And it doesn't add up, and then you're doing the rhyme on the next line after that. But like I wrote it down because like even in the performance of that, when you say now I want to be hung, the B is off key, and then that's where you turn on your auto tune, your pitch correction, and it just sounds weird. Like I wanted to play it back just to like highlight that. I know you think I'm being an asshole to you, but like I tell you this every single time.
That my life would turn
off key.
Let me be found, let those motherfuckers sung. Now I'm motor and gone. Now I wanna be hung.
That B, it like it's straining, and the B just sounds fucked off because you're turning the retune up because you have auto tune on everything, and it sounds B like it's goofy. You need to redo it in the right key and find that right tone. The other thing, where was it? 207. This part here, when you start out here, you lose your breath.
Come into my home, grab a glass, sip a soda, then enjoy the fucking shows. I pass out and down the snow.
Like you're taking these like gasps in between because you're struggling to say the lines all the way through. Go back and re-record those things. Like that's what we talk about as far as like post-production and like listening back and saying, okay, where did I make some mistakes, whether they be small things like in between words or not. Like sometimes you can just edit those out. Like I'll cut it in the middle of it, fade it in and out, that way it sounds like a little bit more natural. But other times it's just like listening to it and say, oh, okay, I ran out of breath there, my bad, let me go back in and re-record this part. Like those things go a long way to like the final quality of stuff. So like I said this before in the first version of this, is like the content, the first part of that hook, doing good. Like there's still struggle in like the performance and like relying on the auto tune to fix the things that you can't do vocally with your voice because you haven't quite figured it out. So for that reason, I'm still at a 5.
I think another thing to highlight here is that you can also write in pauses. You know what I mean? Like in the writing, once you understand the BPM of the beat and you're like, okay, here's the flow of the song, you, I think, keep on just not thinking of like, I'm going to need to take a breath here.
Yeah.
You can do that in your writing.
Yeah. I tell people that all the time. If I wrote something out, like I don't fully perform it as I'm writing it. I'll like stay lines and then I'll write them. I'll like lock it in and like, okay, this is what I want to say. If I go to actually press record and I'm like, oh shit, I can't take a breath in between this and it doesn't make sense to kind of like punch it in and piece it together, I delete that shit and I rewrite in something so I can like pause and fucking breathe. And I've said this before, like there's a difference between when I want to punch it in and when I like need to rewrite it. Like if I feel like I want to perform this at some point, I rewrite it. If it's just a track that people are just going to listen to, like, oh, fuck, I'm Bone Thugs right now, I'm just going to rap fucking fast for the sake of rapping fast, then sure, punch it in and piece it together. But if it's something that you want to like sing back and have people be able to actually breathe and say, not everybody can be Eminem and Busta Rhymes and just make, you know, fucking rap god tracks. Like, and also, who wants to sit in their car and fucking rap that shit? Nobody. So write yourself places where you can take a breath. All right, next up, Kuiper. Clover.
If I fall with you, pick me up. Are you voices all around me? Not enough. Be the clover for me. If I run out of luck, I don't even care. Is there somebody else here? Even with me, and I'm feeling I hope you don't replace me. I'm a loser, I'm not pretty at all. For my flesh, rip it off. I've succumbed to my thoughts. I just wanna die. Nothing matters at all. Out of words for a loss. All the things I would do for regrets, but your heart just a fly on my arms. Carve your name in my skin, so I bleed for my sins. Oh, I need it, need it. I need if I fall with you, pick me up. Are you voices all around me? Not enough. Be the clover for me. If I run out of luck, I don't even care. Is there somebody else here? Even with me, and I'm feeling I hope you don't replace me. I'm a loser, I'm not pretty. just wanna die. I just beg for far. Would you pick me up? Are your voices all around me? Am I not enough? Be the clover for me. If I run out of luck, I don't even care.
Right, that was Clover by Kuiper. I don't know if you played the guitar in this or this was a beat that you found, but I appreciate that you heard what we said last time about instead of just fucking strumming all the strings at once, playing specific notes. You sound better when you're not cluttered, you're not battling with all the guitar strings playing at once. Like, I liked how the specificity of what's being played, you can balance that with your vocals. The only thing that I was going to really critique on this is you have some layers that are panned hard left and hard right. I would not do it 100%. I would maybe do it like 50-40 range so that like some of it feels more center bound and turn it down a little bit. I like the sound of it. I just feel like it's too much going on in the background. Sometimes it's a little bit distracting, but overall I like this. I give it an 8.5.
I wasn't as high on this one. I think the lyrics and the vocals, good as always. For me, like when you go low on the guitar, it just kind of sounded a little clashy. Like I liked the individual strings like Dice said, but it did feel like there was a low part of the guitar that just continuously left a bad taste in my mouth. And then with the layers, kind of the same thing. I felt like the layers didn't really blend well together in terms of like you've got this strong, kind of loud main vocal that's very present. I'd probably bring that further back into the guitar. And then with the layers, I'd probably push those further back to make sure that the main was highlighted and they can just kind of blend versus like having two things happening at the same time. So really for me, it was kind of more of a mix thing, the way that I heard it. I'll give it a 7.
All right. Duplicate from Lord Glorium. So here's Tagami. Matt Critter type beat and Lil Double O.
Always.
Oh,
Lil Double O this time.
Lil Double O.
Bringing in a friend.
Yeah, got a buddy with us.
Okay. Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman.
Two things. I don't know that I like the singing as the hook on this beat. It works, but it just doesn't feel like it belongs. And
yes.
2, I think it's time for you to find a new snare. Your signature snare sound it feels very stale to me. I don't know. I feel like I'm hearing that same snare in every beat that you make, and it's becoming repetitive. But outside of that, this was cool. I wish you did some sort of change up on the second half. Again, as usual, as always. I'll give this a 6.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, for me, it felt like, especially with, it almost feels like he's setting himself up for failure with his descriptions in the titles, right? Where it's like, okay, this is a Matt Critter, North Memphis. Like, I'm expecting something like, you know, kind of gritty, grimy, hard. And instead, we have this polite English woman being like, would you like some tea? Like, what? That sample was a weird choice. It felt weird to me, at least. I do see, like, if you took that out, like, yeah, sure, that feels like maybe a Memphis, 3-6 Mafia. But even then, I'd want, like, a little bit harder drums. I think the 808 could be kind of hitting a little harder with the drums you have. And like Dice said, there's probably some updating on some of the sounds that might make it hit harder. So those are kind of my 2 pieces of feedback. Good arrangement, just strange kind of from a listener perspective. 6.
I bet if he took out the white chick singing and he put some like pitched down 3-6 Mafia voices as a sample, it would be like night and day. I just don't know why the white chick was singing on this.
Why the white?
Why the white?
Yeah.
Anyway, next up, Shadows, Only You. Making good time today, folks. Cruising through.
Cruising.
Ryan.
The drill today.
Only you. Only you.
Only You, Shadows.
I find it so weird, like some of the choices people make to put things together. Because on one hand, you have these trap drums, right? And on the other, you have like a water level. You know, this is like Diddy Kong just blooping through the vines of an undersea adventure. Strange mix. I don't hate it. It's fine. It's just I guess I don't see what an artist would do with it with these kind of two contrasting things. I think 6. I'm at a 6.
I'm at a 6. For me, it just felt very empty. Like it felt like it was missing something to kind of fill some voids in my ear. Just had a lot of empty space in it. And even like you said, from an artist perspective, I couldn't necessarily imagine what would go on in that emptiness. So I was kind of, I don't know, it felt incomplete in some ways and complete in other parts, but it worked overall. It just seemed like more of a listening piece than a performance piece. So that's why I was at a 6. All right, next up, Calico James. Another young
Calico.
Or is this Dez? I don't know. Let's find out.
Pretty.
I can't stop, but I've been wildin' to try to put your mind upon my scheming plot. I'm finna cop another body. Y'all be talking yada yada. All I hear is dollars. I've been wallowing the pot. Pussy in my nada. Gucci wallet, knowledge in my pocket. Profit with the logic. Paint a picture vivid while they gossip. I'm the topic. I'm spitting scriptures in the cipher. Cold with the grammar. Blueprints of the struggle. Edge deep within my planet. Came up from the gutter where the night stay cold. Dreams heavy on my chest, but my mind stay broke. Stories in my notebook, truth never been sold. Crooked cops on the block, still the drama unfold. While I'm plotting with the pen on the life that I live. They talk big money, but it's smoke that they give. I'm the one they can't mimic, every quote is too vivid. Keep it raw with the rhythm, let the boom, bat, knock, flow sharp like a blade when it's fresh off the block. I ain't a gimmick, and I ain't no mimic. I was raised with no rock. smoking rock. Mama hustling on the block, shit don't stop. I keep tripping, and I ain't in no position to flop. Why you talking, get popped? I can't stop, but I've been wildin' to try to put your mind up on my scheming plot. I'm finna cop another body. Y'all be talking yada yada. All I hear is dollars. I've been wallowing the pot. Pussy in my nada. Gucci wildin', knowledge in my pocket. Profit with the logic. Paint a picture vivid while they gossip. I'm the topic.
Seems like a Dez track, not a Calico James track. I like it. I see the direction that it's going in. What I think it's missing is like some aggressive energy in the performance. Like, you performed everything on time, on beat. Aside from it sounding like it's, performed on a walkie-talkie, what I think it's missing is just like, instead of saying something like, I'm gonna punch you, say, I'm gonna punch you. Like, something to make me feel like I believe the things that you're saying. That I think a lot of what people try to do as boom bap, they miss the mark on. They think it's just like having a dope, easy going beat and then like some clever punchlines. And it's really all about the feeling as well. Like, you can say punchlines all you want, but if I don't feel those punchlines, it doesn't resonate with me. And I think that's all that this is missing, is like that feeling. I give it a 6.
For me, it was less the delivery. Like, the way I interpreted what was happening is, well, first off, love the beat. Second, I thought you did a fine job as far as delivery, flow, all that shit. I think like maybe song structure and quality were the biggest drawbacks. Like, when the chorus, what you were using as a chorus, ended, it sounded like there was still at least 2 more bars that needed to be there. And I think it's just like somewhere along the lines, we like didn't count our bars. And it just kind of like ends abruptly. Obviously, there's more space on the beat, so I'm assuming like there's more to come, but also just be, I don't know, cognizant of like at what part in the beat are we stopping? And, maybe once it's a final product, that'll get fixed. For me, the quality, it was the fucking quality. I think that if there was a more present quality to the vocals, then I think maybe that delivery would have shined through a little bit more. But because it's kind of hidden and like recorded through a tin can, it didn't hit in that feeling that Dice was talking about. So that was my take, because I think the quality held you back, but I imagined you to have performed it in the way you would have needed to if you had recorded this on a microphone. I'll give it a 7.
Counting is for nerds. No need to count bars, folks.
I mean, you don't need to count if you can just intrinsically know where you're at in the song. Otherwise, you're gonna fucking step all over yourself and other people if you ever collab. I feel like that's happened to me before at WCR. Somebody goes into the fucking chorus and you're like, what? You just rapped over the chorus part. What the fuck you doing?
Next up, Emad, out.
Brought by Emad.
Emad. Ooh, Emad. Ooh, Emad.
Brought by Emad.
I rhyme and I rip. I think I know what I'm gonna say.
What you gonna say, Bird?
It felt like a strange combination of sounds. You had like some Japanese flute over here. You had like what sounded like a fucking alarm, like a ringtone, you know, like the main melody kind of felt like just straight off of the phone. And then you also have these blaring 808s that are just like kind of too much in my just at the same time, like I could tell you knew what you were doing, and I think like yeah, this combination just felt a little weird, but you could have like inserted maybe a different instrument into the session and then had it work, you know, like the progression, the structure, all of that was solid. And I liked the sample on the chorus. It's just a strange combination of sounds. Felt like somebody tried to trap out my alarm. I'd give it a 7.5. 7.
Yeah, it was an interesting medley of sounds, I would say. Like there were some parts that I liked, and there were some parts I was like, I'm not sure if I like it, but it blends in the context of everything else that's going on. I would give it a 7 as well. All right, next up, Pag MC.
What's up, Peg? For a minute.
Chego até a pensar, vou nadando como no mar, desflorestando a selva, me afastando pra ganhar um lar. Eu já nem quero saber do céu, mas eu lembro de ainda te ver. Mas eu não consigo te descrever, minha memória quer te esquecer. E você vive a se entregar, eu só fico vendo sua situação. Enquanto você tá no seu mundão, eu tô aqui junto com os meus irmãos. Enquanto você tá no seu mundão, por dentro eu sei só de solidão. Se os caras sabem o que você vai fazer, se você quer o meu dinheiro, você não vai ter. Pensando bem, eu consigo até beber o que você vai falar. Tem mente que eu perco o interesse, porque faz de tudo pra ser popular. Dizer que é popular, posta nos stories, espera bombar. Mano, essa mina não se ajuda, se me pedir ajuda não vou ajudar. Fica com os popular, não vou te torturar. Se eu sei que essas vivem só pra namorar, e a adiação não é relacionar. Você pode tentar, só vai se machucar. Bitch, eu nem quero mais nem te olhar, só vem te destroçar, dinheiro vai sugar. Prefiro dormir no chão, mas vai dormir no chão, longe do chão, chão, chão. Mas vale dormir no chão, 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 chão. Mas vai dormir no chão. Dizer que é popular, posta nos stories, espera bombar. Mano, essa mina não se ajuda, se me pedir ajuda não vou ajudar. Fica com os popular, não vou te torturar. Se eu sei que essas vivem só pra namorar, e a diação não é relacionar. Você pode tentar, só vai se machucar. Bitch, eu nem quero mais nem te olhar, só vem te destroçar, dinheiro vai sugar.
Okay.
Right. That was Pag MC with Prosser Popular. Uya. I think my Portuguese is on point.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah. He always has some interesting songs, and although we don't speak the language, we can tell there's talent there. We can hear the quality. This one doesn't feel as catchy as some of the first few songs that we've heard from him, but there is a consistency about it. I think that what this one lacks is more so, I guess, catchiness in like how it sounds, especially in the hook and the rhythm. It doesn't have that smooth feeling to it. It seems more hip hop orientated, I guess I would liken it to. Not that it's bad. I guess it just didn't like really stand out to me like, oh my wow, this is new and amazing. It just felt like it felt like Portuguese boom bap. It's basically what I was listening to. Not bad. I would give it a 6.5, and I think maybe points lost probably due to translation of like not being able to ascribe to whatever's being said and just basically having to go off of the sound and feel. And from a sound and feel perspective, it just feels like okay, but not like super stellar. So I'm at a 6.5.
Yeah, for me, like there was a part going into the chorus where he's like, and he like almost ran out of breath. And I, again, don't know what he's saying. So I'm kind of like, why? Like I just don't understand that choice. And then there was in the chorus, felt like you went flat kind of in the second half of it a couple times. I would also say, like, as far as the beat goes, I don't enjoy the like bam, 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 like whatever noise that is. It just feels a little loud and kind of distracting. But I can see the talent there. You have a good voice. Yeah, I'd give this one a 6.5.
All right, next up, Sleek Ivory, beat for Josiah Queen. Who's Josiah Queen? Do you know who that is?
I sure don't. Who indeed?
Well, let me look it up real quick. Josiah Queen.
Shows me something good, Queen.
Looks like an American version of Rogue Jepsen.
Sure.
Young white guy.
Checks out.
Oh, Grand Ole Opry. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens here. Josiah.
Just. Yes, Queen.
Slay. Bird, I'm going to say, based on the pictures of this person that I saw,
what are you going to say?
Based on the pictures of the Josiah Queen, this beat fits.
I'm looking it up now, too. Yep. Checks out.
Josiah Queen, what do you think, Bird? Does this fit?
From everything I know about Josiah Queen, yeah, he'd love it. He'd fucking love this. Look, it's a really good production, I think. You made this for a specific artist that I'm unfamiliar with, so I can't actually really say yes or no on that front, but I like this for what it is, and I could see somebody doing something with this. I think it's well arranged. I'll give this an 8.5.
Yeah. I think based on everything I know about Josiah, this definitely feels up his alley. It's got that twang to it that I know Josiah definitely resonates towards from his pictures. And it sounds good. Like I think the mix is good. It doesn't. Sometimes you have this tendency to just do weird things that make us like tilt our heads to the side and say, "Why would he do that?" And I think this was kind of straightforward and understandable. So I give this an 8.
Yeah.
Next up, Key.
Key Glock.
Okay. Until Eternity, produced by Key. Okay, so got some JID and Vince Staples vocals on top of this.
Great. Great,
Bird's
great, great.
excited for that, I'm sure. So let's check out this production by Key.
Look, you want a piece of that American pie? Probably humble you. Want that nice crib in the hills? Real comfortable. You're Juliet, I'll be Romeo Montague. My mama said me fool around with you is irresponsible. You know how power and money do. Try to monopolize you like the man with a monocle on his eye. When I pass go, give me $200 and shoot the 5s. I'm from the 6, no devil shit. Prince of Egypt told me look at life through heaven's eyes. Seeing evil shit was regular, we ain't recognized. Taraji and Common couldn't get the guy to testify. They wearing wires and camouflage, it's espionage. Hop into the rise, a Hellcat with a vessel of God. Cops probably stop me anytime they feel jeopardized. Pull me to the side, I go IG live. If I feel in danger, I'ma up my do it for the squad because there's no child ever left behind. Hold me down, dog, have my back and just protect my spine. And if they at your neck, just know it's wrecking time. Only one shot can cause a second line. 1, 2, 3 niggas riding through the city with they scrap on. 4 niggas at the gas station on the trap phone. 5 o'clock traffic on the block, they in the mix. But the plot twist is niggas done made it out to 6. 7 in the morning off of Boulder Crescent flash shows. No, I haven't ate them, finna eat from off of rap songs. 9 on this waist, you better straighten up your backbone. 10 times out of 10 niggas is in attack mode. Everywhere I go I'm good, cause I know the codes. I open up my soul and then it open doors. I ain't killing shit cause of cold, it's cause I'm cold. But I ain't do this shit alone, I make it known. I got all of this on my dome as I write more sentences. If I explode like a truckload of nitroglycerin, you just a bump in the road. Shit, you might go missing, I'm psycho. I keep a pole like I might go fishing. I'm from where shoes hang from power lines and light poles. A light skin hoe on a corner, her braids micro. She on the night scroll, and he gon' buy it if the price low. He walk a tightrope, busy saying to ride his mind, I hope.
Niggas gon' be fine.
But why wind? This shit get better with time. See the movies not rewinding, my friend. We turn the VCR to dinosaurs. The money we spend just leave us wanting more. But money make the continent spin. Built the world in 7 days. Wrote in 7, you get paid a dollar line. We was line pressing in our better days. Raising hell to get a taste of heaven gates. They can't relate. I wouldn't wait for them to figure it out. They want the dreams without the nightmares. Heads in the clouds, thirsty for clout. They don't know the burdens I got. Murders I caught, cause they say a word and got shot. Grabbing his heart, now we just a scattering thought. A part of the art, just a casualty of the war. It goes 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, snub hanging out the window. 4 G, right, stole it off Obispo. 5 years later, I was still on 65th. I'm a 7-figure nigga, but I never will forget. 8 top rhyming every day like it was gourmet. 9 times out of 10, niggas beat the court case. Doing 211s ain't never make us rich. Just a 12 gauge shotty, I ain't gotta aim.
Who the unlucky 13th? They made an angel out of man. They used to be an earthling, and you can say it's dirt cheap, cause when they shooting niggas turn to.
That was a reproduction by Key on a track called Until Eternity. I think you did a decent job. The production stood up well. It lined up to where the song was going as far as what the artist had already laid out. If I had to nitpick and critique anything, I would say that it does feel a little bit too consistent, and maybe some risk taking in like change ups or pitch changes, something that makes it feel a little bit more drastic, especially when it shifts from one artist to another, would make it stand out a little bit more. aside from it just being, well, I just reproduced the beat and put it underneath it, if that makes sense. And I think that kind of stands out, especially because it's a longer track in that you have to sit down and listen and endure. So while it does sound consistently good underneath, I would say that would probably be the one detractor, is it's just consistently the same. So I give it a 7.
Yeah, here's the thing is like, depends on how you view it, right? If you're viewing this as like, okay, did you fulfill the assignment of here is a beat that matches, this lyricisms doing what they're doing. Yep. Yeah, it sounded good. I liked the beat. It fit the samples for sure. Here's kind of what Dice was saying though, is like, what else? You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of was consistently good. I think for this as a listening piece, if you insist on keeping the vocal samples on, you have to do something as far as like a chorus to break it up. Or I would suggest just taking one of them off and just being like, here is this long verse where they're just rapping over my production. You know what I mean? I think that would make more sense than a 3.5-minute song of just 2 kind of long verses. If you're going to make it your own, have a chorus where you do something in the beat to separate the two that's more noticeable and be like, here's my flavor. And then now Vince Staples. As just a sit down, I'm going to rate this as like a beat. Did you do the assignment? Yes. 8. As a full package, sitting through 3.5 minutes of 2 long verses, 7.
All right. Next up, Nephew For Real. Shout out Nephew.
For real? For real, real? For really real?
Super for real. Nephew, good dude. Here's Understand
Good.
It.
Say you do it all for everybody but me. Okay. Say you gotta run for everybody but me. Everybody but me. You said you gonna want for everybody but me. Everybody but me. You said you got love for everybody but me. And now that I'm showing that I'll be gone, you wanna show up. You wanna show up. My phone you be blowing early in the morning, you wanna make up. And now that I'm showing that I'll be gone, you wanna show up. My phone you be blowing early in the morning, you wanna make up. Ooh girl, I know you very well. I know you very well. Girl, I know you very well. Yeah. Keep messing around with these hoes, make me lose focus. Said I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I keep acting like I'm not going through the motion. And I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Why don't you understand me? And I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Why don't you understand me? And I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Say you do it all for everybody but me. Okay. Say you gotta run for everybody but me. Everybody but me. You said you gonna want for everybody but me. Everybody but me. You said you got love for everybody but me. And now that I'm showing that I'll be gone, you wanna show up. You wanna show up. My phone you be blowing early in the morning, you wanna make up. And now that I'm showing that I'll be gone, you wanna show up. My phone you be blowing early in the morning, you wanna make up. You wanna make up. We can just chill, we can lay up. Fuck having sex, we can make love. Up doing drugs, we can stay up. Why don't you understand me? And I know your heart's breaking. Still always trying to change me. And that's not why you say you hate me. I know it's hard to face it, that you're in love and you can't erase me. You can't say you made me, but you can say you changed me. Why don't you understand me? Understand me? Why do you always blame me? Why do you always blame me? Why don't you do it all for me? How'd you fall out of love with me? Say you do it all for everybody but me. Okay. Say you gotta run for everybody but me. Everybody but me. You said you gonna
but me. And now that I'm showing that I'll be gone, you wanna show up. My phone, you be blowing early in the morning, you wanna make up. And now that I'm showing that I'll be gone, you wanna show up. My phone, you be blowing early in the morning, you wanna make up. Why don't you understand me? And I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Why don't you understand me? And I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
Right, there was Understand It by Nephew For Real.
Got some thoughts. You want to go first?
You go ahead.
I'll go first. Good song, well produced, little repetitive, but I think it's catchy. Here's what I'd say my issue is. The video. You know, a lot of videos, like, they kind of add to the song, and you're like, oh, it takes like a 6 to like a 9 because you're like, oh yeah, look at all this cool shit. Like the weird video of the dude just slamming eggs while a weird production happened. Yeah, that was like enhanced by the video. I would say this video actually detracted from the song. It minused a couple points, and here's why. You have this scene playing out in front of me where I'm guessing you're the guy in the middle and you're kind of like dancing around to your own song. The other guys seem uninterested. You know what I mean? So it's almost like watching somebody who's like, come on, guys, you like this, right? And they're like,
You know
yeah,
what?
whatever.
You know what it looks like? Like the behind the scenes footage of Kanye going around shopping the college dropout. Walking to
100%.
everybody in the Rockefeller office is like, yo, listen to this track real quick.
Listen to this shit. Yo, you gotta hear this. Is the fire. And they're like nodding politely. So that was my issue, is like this song has so much energy. It sounds dope. So I think you need something that kind of matches that energy visually. Because right now it seems like you're like have that energy and everyone else is just kind of like staring at you like you're insane. You know what I mean? It's like, sir, this is a Wendy's. So I'm just gonna focus on the song and pretend I never saw that visual. 8.5.
Aside from the visual of you hyping it up and your homeboys like, hey, I really want to go to sleep now. Are you done yet? My thoughts on the song is I felt like the hook / bridge was just very, very long. And I feel like that was kind of like taking me out of it at points. It's like, okay, I'm like, get back to the content, because this very long hook. And those are the parts where you're like tapping your buddy on the shoulder and you're like singing along to it. Those parts felt like way too long to me. It's like, if you can half the hook, I think it would make the song progress a lot faster, and then maybe keep that energy that you obviously feel like. I can tell you feel like the emotion of what you're saying, like why everybody but me. But the hook goes on for so long that it's like, okay, well now you just feel like you're whining and maybe you're stalking this chick, and that's why it's everybody but you. It just feels kind of like it comes off as whiny because the hook is so long, rather than like, damn, why is everybody getting a shot but me? That's kind of how I perceived it just from a listening standpoint. I think if you can make the hook get to the point and get to the next thing, that would go a long way. And maybe you leave the extended version of the hook just for the end of the track. So I think if you can restructure it to make the song move at a faster pace, that would make me appreciate it more. But objectively, I'll give it a 7.5, because I think that everything is performed well, just the arrangement could be fine-tuned. All right, next up, Imro, High Alert. 4 minutes with long songs today. Jeez.
Can we just say over 4 minutes? No, 0. just wanted to point out it says High Alert Final Mix. So there was multiple versions before he landed on this one. It was like, yeah, this is the mix.
This is the one, Bird.
This is the one.
This one.
The old timer told me not to bother. He thought getting on would take way longer. Scraping all the rust off of his armor, melting in my hands like salt and water. Spoken like the father of a father. I thought getting on would take way longer. I thought getting on would make me stronger. At a time like this, put 'em on VHS, tell send them my way. Gold on my body, I said oh it's my way. God stay my body, crash my getaway. I could hear the pain from the landline. You were too young to be the bad guy. You were just a child, life just happened to you. Sleeping on the wheel when it breaks into you. At a time like this, from the spirits from the bottom. I wanna leave a message for the person from tomorrow. No man so gone, no one wants to take a quest. What's the point in trying at a time like
this? What are we doing here? Different beat. Why not?
Yeah. I was born in the wrong. Yeah. With a puzzle to solve. Where the colors dissolve. You keep holding your breath. Yeah. When the tunnels collapse. And the wish is intact. And the guilt comes in on tour. And the guilt comes in.
I have some thoughts.
Dear God, go ahead.
So I'll acknowledge there's a creative aspect to this. I will counteract that creative aspect with saying that you might have spent a great deal of time on this. Like Bird said, there probably were different versions and iterations of this. And you reached a final point where you're like, you know what, this is it. And I feel like sometimes as artists, we sit in a room by ourselves and we lock the door. And we're so tunnel visioned on like that, this is what I want this piece of art to be, that you lose the concept of how others perceive it. And I feel like this is one of those pieces of art where we're perceiving as this is chaos. And you probably perceived it like this is like gold. That's what this sounds like to me, is like somebody's gold and I'm looking at it like that guy is holding a piece of tinfoil colored yellow and confused. And there's bits and pieces that I wanted to like we've skipped to the end and I'm like, oh, that sounds unique and interesting. But it was like 4 minutes into the track. So that's why I say like
save the best for last.
I guess so. Like I understand what this probably means to you just from a listening standpoint, because we've heard a lot of people come in here with their passion projects, and this sounds like a passion project, but from a 1,000-foot view, this sounds like chaos. Like the loop of the sample, it feels like a disjointed Pink Floyd record with just some singing in the background. And I get that it can mean something to the person who created it. As a first-time listener, don't know anything, there's no context behind it, don't know how old you are, don't know how long you've been making music. It just sounds chaotic, and I'm like confused over what I'm supposed to derive from this. So for that reason, I would give it a 4. Because I know that there's work that's been put into this. I just don't understand it, and it's not intuitive. If I had to give it this is what it means to this artist rating, I'd probably give it like a 7 or an 8. Because I feel like you put a lot of energy into this, but as a me objective, like if you play this for anybody on the street, 4.
Have you ever seen Lords of Salem, Dice?
Nah.
It's a Rob Zombie movie, and the premise is Sherry Moon Zombie, this blonde chick, is just a radio DJ, whatever, she's just living her life, doing what radio DJs do. Well, there's this record that somebody plays, and it transforms. It's like a haunted magic record that speaks to her soul because she's a descendant of some fucking witch, and she's like, whoa.
See where you're going.
And it's like it's like this crazy disjointed fucking chaos record that they play on the radio, and then she stops what she's doing, drops her groceries, and is like, whoa, I'm a fucking witch now and I'm under a trance. That's what this fucking first 3.5 minutes sounded like, is you're conjuring a fucking demon. There's like 2 tones and you can barely make out any fucking words or anything. It's like, is somebody doing something under there? Is it just bah, 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 bah? It's insanity. And the fact that this is the final mix, meaning you took a couple shots at it and landed at this, is insane to me. And what's the craziest part of it all is I think you're probably a good artist. I heard at the very end, like, oh shit, could have just been doing that the whole time. Even though the mix was, again, insane, all of the sounds and the noises are way louder than your vocals. So it's almost impossible to tell. But I guess I would encourage you to not have this be the final mix, to cut off the first, let's call it 3.5 minutes, and right where you start into the witch conjuring, do that song. Make that into a song. Yeah, that's the crazy part, is like almost impossible to tell because your vocals are so low in the mix, but I think you're actually probably very talented, and I could hear like a confidence and a delivery underneath all of the demon summoning. So let's give it a 2.5. Also, watch Lords of Salem.
We gotta do a show one time where we just speed run through things based on first impressions of like the first 20 seconds. Because I really don't think people understand. Like, they're like, oh yeah, play this in the queue. And like, if I was just by myself from a listening perspective, skip 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things that makes our review show special, is we do listen to all of it.
Yeah,
and then it's like we give our first reactions.
I'm saying separate from the review show, like maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's one day where it's like there's a prize for something at the end of like, okay, everybody put in.
If we can make it through your song,
if we can get through your song, you qualify for the next round. Put it in this queue and like really show people like this is what first impressions really mean. Is like if it doesn't like resonate within 10-20 seconds, skip, and like I don't know, whatever, just yeah. Anyway.
I see what you're saying. You're like, why do we listen to all of it?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why am I listening to 4 minutes of this? For the fans. All right. J2 times.
Because we love it. It's for the love of the game.
Do I love this? The queue is closed for today. You can get in line early for next Sunday's show. Or if you really want to get played today, you can subscribe, gift a sub, or tip $5. We do have a show on Wednesdays that is for subscribers only, so we highly recommend subscribing if you want to be a consistent contributor to what we do around here. Otherwise, queue is closed for today, but wide open for next Sunday. You can get in line early and avoid the 3-hour wait of being at the end of the queue, because our shows typically go 2.5, 3, sometimes 4 hours. So there's that info.
Damn.
All right, next up, J2 times 2 a.m. again, or Basegoo, I guess is his artist name.
Kind of a fun name.
Basegoo. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. All right, 2 a.m. again.
No, no, no. No, no, no.
Yes, yes, yes.
2 a.m. It's 2 in the morning. 2 a.m.
Hey, this would be hitting different.
2 a.m. Cut off my phone, get in my zone. They like Draco, where you been? 2 a.m. I'm having thoughts like I can do this shit alone. Fuck a friend. 2 a.m. I'm fighting demons, thinking about my sins, trying to find time to repent. 2 a.m. I'm trying to get rid of this pain, I'm tired of holding this shit within. 2 a.m. I been hearing voices telling me to crash. I done made some bad decisions, but I don't regret shit in my past. 2 a.m. around that time I'm geek, smoking hella gas. Tell them leave me alone, don't wanna speak, lately been in my bag. Been asking God for blessings for the days when I was stressed. I gotta catch a door, trying to turn my L's into a lesson. This world full of fake love, no new faces in the session. Whenever niggas need a favor, that's the only time they textin'. Ain't hit my line to ask me how I been, but asking me for 10. They like Draco chains on shade shifting like I'm being 10. Can't tell you about my pain, cause you might let the whole world in. 2 a.m. I'm wide awake, feel like I can feel the world spin. 2 a.m. Cut off my phone, get in my zone, they like Draco, where you been? 2 a.m. I'm having thoughts like I can do this shit alone, fuck a friend. 2 a.m. I'm fighting demons, thinking about my sins, trying to find time to repent. 2 a.m. I'm trying to get rid of this pain, I'm tired of holding this shit within. They say God get his toughest soldiers, the toughest battles. It's a hell of a ride, better put on your boots and grab your saddle. The odds been getting built, the ass straight paddle. Pop out with a fruity, boy, this shit make it skedaddle. And I'm a real slime, you hear that rattle. A lot of these niggas squealing, niggas be rats, tattles. These niggas don't want no smoke, they don't want to battle. They like if I drop the number blow, boy, I feel like a raffle. They like if I drop the number blow, boy, I feel like a ticket. Nowadays you never know if a nigga your bro for sure, I ain't tryna kick it. Try my best to keep my cool, they found my button and they click it. I don't fuck with you, can't play it cool, pussy boy, this shit get wicked. 2019, 2 a.m, all black, being menace in the cold. They know we the ones who been the threat, keeping shit in control. Been for any situation, we can't bend, break or fold. Give a fuck how much they throw my way, I never sell my soul. Might not be the best, no, my soul might not be pure. It's a whole lot of pain that a real nigga gotta endure. And a lot of niggas ain't with you, boy, you better really make sure. Cause the one that slung you out be the same nigga that was on the curb with you. The same nigga do dirt with you, same nigga felt hurt with you.
That was Facegoo. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. again, sorry. 2 a.m. again.
I liked this with a caveat. I think that like solid style, good delivery, good sound, decent production. For me, the hook just felt a little basic. Like 2 a.m. kind of felt like ABC, like ABC. That's all I could hear in my head. And, that's not to take away from simple hooks. I think simple, effective, catchy, that's what you want. But for me, the hook didn't hit like I wanted, but I like the style. I can respect I respect the craft. I'll give it an 8.
I'm torn. Like, I'm obviously from a different era. Like, just listening to this, it's very obvious like the new way of constructing songs is very different from the old mechanisms where it was based around how well you balanced your rhythm to the production. Whereas this one, like on the beat, he has the 2 a.m. and then he has a bunch of words after that don't necessarily follow those same cadences. It's like 2 a.m. da 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 da. It's like it's more about the feeling of what is being said instead of the sound, how the sound makes you feel. And that's the shift that's happened in the last decade, especially I guess in the hip hop space, that I have an uncomfortable time adjusting to. I can appreciate that there's thought and introspection in the lyrics that are in this song, despite it being in this new method of who cares if it is necessarily on beat or in the same cadence as long as I get that feeling out. So for that reason, I'll give it an objective 7. Although I struggle with, like, I wish that it was more of a performance than a speech, if that makes sense. All right, got a gifted sub from Saints Killer. Saint Killer, who are you? Where are you? Which track is yours? Hey, Chiggy Foggy.
It's a fun name.
Didn't submit yet? Okay. I'll wait for it to drop. How's everything going? Everything's going pretty swell. We've had 3 hours of tracks from our Discord community, listening and giving some feedback, some thoughts, some input, talking about Halloween and spooky shit and Rob Zombie and all that good stuff.
Watch Lords of Salem if you haven't already. Because I'm pretty sure we just activated some witch memories from the past.
And now we just got a gifted sub from Madison Aruda.
Aruga.
Let me find this track.
Chiggy Foggy. I've submitted a track. Would be great to hear your feedback. Is that who submitted? Or is that who?
That's a separate person.
Yeah, the queue is closed for today. I don't know if you already said that, but
I didn't say anything.
Oh, well, we did close the queue down for today, but obviously if you want to get in today, you can tip or sub, and we will get you right after the other tip and sub that just came in.
Right, here is the gifted sub from Madison Aruba.
Chiggy Foggy, you post now. You get in early next stream. You play just like 10 seconds from the middle. Anywhere. Yeah. That was dope. I just wanted you to play a section of it to make sure that it wasn't because I had my, hearing devices turned down too low. Because, like, I love this. Wait, you can't hear me?
Oh, my mic was muted on the stream. My bad. I was asking Madison Aruda, are you the vocalist or is that the name of the band? What particular, could you give us some more context about the band and the song?
Just them. All right. Here's what I thought. Great vocals, great production. I loved the thoughtfulness of let's take out the guitar and kind of have these moments. Like that's how you build, that's how you play with the energy of a song. And I think you did that very smartly. My one critique of this is the guitars in this and kind of the instrumental feels like it was done through a computer. You know what I mean? Like the guitar isn't that present. And I wanted to kind of hear you over what sounded like a better mixed song. I think that's the big issue for me is like, it kind of sounds like you ripped, Evanescence type beat off of YouTube and then recorded your vocals over it. Not to say that, everyone has access to a band or whatever, but it just sounded very processed. And I think that despite the instrumental feeling processed, this was still really well done. And I'm going to give you a 9 with just one small knock on the technicalities of how the mix sounded on the instrumental.
Yeah, I can hear that. It didn't really stand out to me. I mean, for me, it was given. I see the Evanescence comparison. I kind of got more of like with the way that the beat was going. It gave me kind of like early Linkin Park vibes. Not necessarily in the same realm of the music that they made, but like just how it sounded and made me feel like Linkin Park, but with the female vocalist, which I guess is today's iteration of it, but I haven't heard their newer music. But I liked it overall. Like I think you did a good job, with your performance and then with the mix. Kind of leaning into what Bird was saying, if you did have access to like the tracked out portion of it, you could tweak different things. And you may not have access to a band as you are currently, but now that you're in our community, there's different folks. Like there's a guy named Casper. He's an excellent guitarist. He has access to a drummer. You could probably connect with some folks like that and get some more live or sounding instruments rather than the, the drum machine versions of it. But I don't think for me, it didn't necessarily detract from it. I think you still did a good job. It gave me good vibes overall. I give it an 8. Maybe 8.5, only because I feel like it does sound a little dated in the style, but I think you did a great job at it. So 8.5. All right. No problem. Who's next? Did this one? Mel Nooks, aka Phantomly Reaper. Want. Imp. What do you want from us today? Mel Nooks Want. Here's my thoughts on this. I like the close more so than I do the intro, but I would say overall, I feel like there were numerous parts where I was forced to listen to different elements in isolation. And when I have to listen to them in isolation, I'm more critical of them. And that usually leads to the fact that I'm not enjoying them as much. But when there's all the things happening simultaneously, I'm less critical of it because I'm appreciating everything in full. So like when you have these pockets where I'm just listening to the synth or I'm listening to the beeps, like when I'm just listening to that by itself, I'm like, why am I listening to this? Especially in the intro, it just started out very slow in a lull, and I'm like, okay, I don't get it. And then things were added to it. I'm like, okay, this makes sense. Then things were taken away, and I'm back down to like one or two instruments. Like those moments where I'm stuck with one or two things, I did not enjoy as much as the things where more stuff was happening. And that's kind of my overall feeling of this. I'd give it a confused 6.5.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like there was a couple different songs in here. You know what I mean? Like the first half was one thing, and then the second half was another with like the electronic beat boops. The thing about Mel Nooks and Phantom Lee Reaper is that they like to do a lot all at the same time. You know, it's like a lot happening. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I do feel like less is more. And maybe we've said this before. It's strange. It's confusing, but also it's like done with a level of skill that you're like, oh, yeah, I could see it. Like you're kind of talking me into it, you know, like I don't like it. Do I like it? Maybe I do like it. That's kind of the journey of the Phantom Lee Reaper songs. I liked the first half better than the second because I felt like once the came in, I was like, that's a little too much stuff. And I would just say for the the train whistle or whatever, like that part, lower that shit down in the first half. I'll give it a shrug 7.
Yeah. Well, I gotta ask, and I think we've asked this. I can't remember who we asked this of. But what do you do with your productions? Like, do you ever get artists on them, or like how do you use them? Is they're like for EDM sets? Like what is the end audience for it? I guess is my question. Because I think that would help me frame like what I'm listening to a little bit better if I knew like who's gonna end up listening to this at the end of the day.
It's a good question.
Next up, Odeya Masha. It's begging for us to listen to this all stream, and then finally they said, fuck it, I'm going to sleep. So I told him watch the playback.
All right. Dumb A. Dumb A.
Dumb A. All right. Lyric video. Okay.
Natty dread not playing. Open your eyes and remember the slaying. Brothers and sisters as they sat there praying, taking their last breaths before they were taken by your colonizers. You sit with celebrating. Go back to your roots and the ways you forsaken. Time waits for no one, so it won't be wasted. All of the knowledge you seek is awaiting. Open your eyes, cause it's time to awaken. Waking. Them ninjas say they bosses. They get in trouble, yeah, they pray the crosses. I know I see them cause I see they lost. They lost in the sauce, these ninjas dripping. You know, I know I'm all that. And I'm just stating the facts. And if you try to come mess with me, I'm calling up Tat. You know he's spraying the Mac, and he ain't sparing no rats. And if you try to come funk with that, you'll know it's a rap. Them ninjas say they boss. Waters with teeth, yet their rivers are raging. Open their books and search through all the pages. Things that they hide just to keep you sedated. Ask too much questions will make them frustrated. Calling you trouble cause you sit there on stages. Actors and actresses running through mazes. Can't keep you locked up but your mind still in cages. Chasing the breadcrumbs for minimum wages. Them ninjas say they bosses. They get in trouble, yeah, they pray the crosses. I know I see them cause I see they lost. They lost in the sauce, these ninjas dripping. You know, I know I'm all that. And I'm just stating the facts. And if you try to come mess with me, I'm calling up Tat. You know he's spraying the Mac, and he ain't sparing no rats. And if you try to come funk with that, you'll know it's a rap. Them ninjas say they boss.
Little Jesus there for you at the end.
Pretty sure there was a part where it's like sparing no rats, where sparing was spelled wrong in the lyrics.
Don't worry about that, Bird. It's okay. Not everybody can spell.
Just saying, if you're gonna have a lyric video, spell it right. Spell check.
I want to like this more. I like this. I want to like it more. Let me rephrase that sentence. I think you're very creative. I think the performance was very colorful. However, I will say that it does feel stale. The fact that it seems almost identical lyrically in the first part and the second part, maybe some slight tweaks. And then also, I think that's really the main thing. It just feels like I'm hearing the same thing over and over again. It feels like I'm being brainwashed rather than like listening to an interesting song, but I like how you performed it. Yeah, I'm kind of lost on this one. Oh, also that dun dun, that tinny synth sound, way too fucking loud. Sharp in the ears. But yeah, outside of that, it just feels just super repetitive, and I wish there was more expressed lyrically rather than just trying to brainwash me with the same exact words over and over again. I'll give it a 7 out of respect for the craft and the artistry. 7.
Look, great voice, cool delivery and flow, bad lyrics. Like Dice said, not bad. That's maybe unfair. I think that, yeah, the fact that you just kind of redid the first verse as the second was frustrating, and it was very simple, right? Call up Tat, he be coming with the Mac. Like, I think you can do better, but the style is there. You know, I think you had a lot of swag in the style, a great delivery. I want you to up the game lyrically. And then, yeah, like if you're making a lyric video, make sure that the shit's spelled right. I'll give it a 7 too. Objective 7. I know you can do better though.
Spelling is subjective.
It's not.
All right. Next up, HBM Risk, Thrasher. Produced by Quincy, the producer.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Be up on the beat, that bitch, you know it's proud.
Did that bird talk, they drop my shit, then hit they bird wall. I just put my shades on, I'm super high and this bitch raw. I can see it through the lens, yeah, I know that ass soft. Talking about that ass, I got a mention. Two on the killer ammunition. Baby, if you started, I'ma finish. You up in that water, I'll be swimming. Like a cutter, roll that dick like shit a minute. G'd up, G'd up. Bitch, I'm fresh as fuck, ready for. Bitch, you an ass out, who cares for? I'm smash.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I just put my shades on, I'm super high and this bitch raw. I can see it through the lens, yeah, I know that ass soft. Talking about that ass, I got a mention. Two on the kill like ammunition. Baby, if you started, I'ma finish. You up in that water, I'll be swimming. Like a cutter, roll that dick like shit a minute. G'd up. Bitch, I'm fresh as fuck, ready for. Bitch, you an ass out, who cares for? I'm smash. Per talk, yeah. So bread wall. Ass out. I'm smash. G'd up.
Okay. Lyrically,
You know what this
underwhelming. Yeah, lyrically underwhelming. It sounded like almost like you wrote down the hook and then everything else you kind of just made up and you lacked confidence in it because it was just kind of mumbled all the way. I couldn't make out hardly anything except G'd up, ass out. 2, 3, 2.5. There you go.
This reminds me of like when your producer buddy or like this is what happens. Like the producer made a banger. They're like, "Oh fuck, I got the next radio hit single," and then one of their drunken buddies stumbles in and is like, "Oh, what you got going on here? Can I get in the booth?" And then they just freestyle nonsense, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, I don't like this beat that much anymore."
Yeah.
You know what? You can just have this. You can just have this one. Because again, all due respect, I'm not trying to be rude here. It's like you have what it takes to be successful. You have a great beat. I can hear there's confidence in your voice. Like the delivery is cool. The quality's not quite there, but even more so, like the lyrics are just insane. Like I don't think you wrote down a single thing that you said here, and you only have less than 2 minutes. You can write down a full coherent thought to get you through this 2 minutes. I just ass out. And it's not even like if you're not going to have anything, if you're not going to have anything of substance with lyrically, you have to then lean into the delivery, like DMX shit. You know what I mean? Like start barking like a dog and shit. Like you got to do something that wasn't that too.
Yeah, if you're not going to be Jay-Z, at least be Lil Jon. That's all that I ask.
Exactly. Yeah. Lil Jon has made an entire career shouting nonsense. You can do that if that's what you want.
We have proof in the pudding that you can do that. You just have to do it well. That's all.
I mean, we say it all the time. It's like delivery, beat, and lyrics. Pick 2. You know what I mean? You could have a banging beat and just shout over it, and it's fine.
Next up, got a couple more left. JMMA and D Time. So first up is D Time. Very colorful group picture that we have here. makes me wonder.
What are you trying to say?
What do you mean? What am I trying to say? I'm just looking at the picture and I'm seeing all these smiling faces. One black guy in the left, and it looks like a couple black people in the back over there. It's hip hop. I'm just gathering in before I press play what to expect. We're all mixed. Okay. I'm just curious what kind of song this is.
We're all mixed, Swag Costello says.
I gotta admit, bro, I'm a little excited about this. You're in the middle. Is this you? I'm gonna guess this is you right here.
This is kind of just. We'll see what the song is, but if I was an artist, I'd be like, I'd want to be like, this is me. I'm the one. Versus like us having to guess, you know? It's kind of like on a dating app where you're like swiping through and there's like, 5 chicks on the first picture. You're like, okay, well, clearly you're the most ugly one. Otherwise, why would you have 5 people up there?
Nah, these are all beautiful people. I'm not saying the people look bad or anything. I
didn't say that either. I'm just saying, why would you have so many people?
We've never been presented with like, hey, here's a group picture. This is hip hop. I don't know. I'm a little excited about what I'm about to hear because he's hyping it up. He's like, this is gonna be a banger. That's what got my attention. It's like the next one's gonna be a banger.
We're hyped. Let's get it.
Here's D time.
D time.
Yeah. I said no, I can't stop, man. Yeah. Hell no. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. See, I'm the main one who's gon' keep it true. Been doing this since a youngin', who you really tryna school? Fuck being your class when I'm making money moves. Watch me gain the upper hand, cause I'm carrying all these tools. Gotta get myself together, wasting all this time. I was turning in the days, damn, it really flies. Man, I'm stuck in my ways, lost in my mind. Need time to bounce back and make him pay for every minute. No longer holding back or accepting any fake shit. How you out here broken, lacking motivation? Some money out here, so better find ways to make it. Break it, with all this time gone, I can't take it. Fake it, need a two-tone with a bracelet. Patience, all in due time, don't be complacent. Face it, gotta move fast, ain't the matrix. Wasted, all this potential should be growing. The lack of effort you've been putting in is really showing. So you better pick up an opportunity, be calling. I said, look, the longer I wait, the more that I lose. Time ain't on my side, I don't know what to do. What else can I prove? Surely there's more in my tank, but somehow I ran out of fuel. It's all up to you. Make your next move. Don't put yourself in a position to lose. Manifesting is true. Keep a clear view. Put it on the screen and turn it into view. So I gotta take a shot again. And I'm much stronger I was when I came in. I'm coming back and forth like I was gonna win. I'm doing this out no features, I don't need no hands. Nah, cause I'm the main one who's gon' keep it true. Been doing this since a youngin', who you really tryna school? Fuck being your class when I'm making money moves. Watch me gain the upper hand, cause I'm carrying all these tools. Gotta get myself together, wasting all this time. I was turning in the days, damn, it really flies. Man, I'm stuck in my ways, lost in my mind. Need time to bounce back and make him pay for every minute. No longer holding back or accepting any fake shit. How you out here broken, lacking motivation? Some money out here, so better find ways to make it. Yeah.
D time. By D. Even left the exit of the studio at the end. It's old school.
Well, it was squeaking on the intro too. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh. What did you think about D time, D Bird?
I didn't like the squeaky doors, but liked everything else. Yeah, I'd say that this is pretty solid. Like, I like the delivery. I like it seems like you've got kind of your style figured out for the most part. Am I tripping, or did he kind of also just repeat the same like verse and like hook?
No,
like, I think
that was the hook. He has
was it just
hook
a
at the
long
beginning.
hook?
Yeah, it was just a long hook.
Got it. Yeah, I think it's good. I don't think you need that long of a hook. I would also say like lyrically fairly basic, just in terms of like basic Matrix, kind of
bars,
kind of that the round one, but I can also tell that you put some thought into it and it wasn't a freestyle. So, I think that's just the biggest thing for me is I think that, there's more to want out of the lyrics, but you did your thing on this. I'd give it a 7.
I thought this was cool. A little bit sharp in the mix, but I think the thing that kind of stood out to me is like you had very high energy, and I feel like the production didn't necessarily match the energy of your performance and the vocals. Like I feel like the beat needed to be a little bit more hype or just as hype as you are. And I feel like you kind of like led the way on everything, which is fine. You did a good job of it. I just wish that the beat kind of matched what you were doing. It felt like you were kind of just like had this beat. Maybe you bought it in a pack of 5 and you're like, fuck it, I got to use it somehow. And you just carried it along with you. You're like, I'll make it work. And you made it work. I can see what Bird was saying about like more in the lyrics, because I kind of thought the same thing, that it felt a little bit basic at time. But then if I take in like the track as a whole, does it really need to be a little bit more complex? I don't know. It could be, but it doesn't necessarily have to be from what I was hearing. And kind of what we've been saying all night. I think it's a good intro track to like you as an artist. Like I have a good understanding, like guy knows how to stay on beat, knows how to use his voice well, knows when to get loud, when to get soft, knows how to be charismatic. I feel like you have all those capabilities just from this listen. So for that reason, I'll give it an 8. I think it's a good, like, out of the box, like, hey, here's who I am. I'm D. This is D time. It's cool. And I like the picture. Fuck it. I'm admitted it.
There you go. Did it for the fam.
Did it for the fam. You made the fam. You held it up for the fam. I'll give you that. I'm not disappointed. Tell the fam. Make sure you tell them Dice said D did his thing. They'll be like, who the fuck is Dice?
Who is Dice?
Why is he talking about you? Do we need to beat him up? I'm gonna get beat up by the fam, aren't I? That's okay. Got me. All right, appreciate it, man. Yeah, want to hear more from you. Hang out in the community. Share some more tracks for our next show. I'm curious what else you got in your bag of tricks. All right. Next up, JMMA. Okay.
JMMA.
I don't know. Is it just JMMA? Is it Jama? Is there a pronunciation to it? Am I just totally being obtuse? Please correct me if so. Got that bit of pop type smexual sound into it. Not gonna overhype it, but hope you like it. Girl Cock. I don't know how I feel about Girl Cock.
There's 6 messages under the response to it. Well, if you don't know how you feel about Girl Cock, you're about to find out.
I'm not even going to look at the messages there. I'm just going to press play. I'm going to go in blind like everybody else did. Girl Cock by JMAA. Here we go.
That's good.
Go Cock. Go Cock. Go Cock. You crave it, you need it. 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 I want your cock to see so big. I crave it, I need it. I want your cock, such a sea so big. I crave it, I need it. I want your cock, such a sea so big. I crave it, I need it. I want your cock, such a sea so big. I crave it, I need it. Go cock. You crave it, you 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 need it. Cancel that without your cock. I want it so bad, don't stop. Cancel that without your cock. I want it so bad, don't stop. Fuck all night without your cock. I want it so bad, don't stop. Fuck all night without your cock. I want it so bad, don't stop. Go cock. Go cock. You crave it, you need it. Go cock.
I think I know where I'm at with this. All right. Girl Cock by JMAA. There's a lot of like emptiness in here where nothing's happening, and it's like if you, I don't know if you know about coding, you know, but it's like if you coded something and you accidentally put in a loop before like logic was actually supposed to happen, you get stuck in this loop over and over again, and it's like, oh well, I'm stuck here, let me get out of that real quick, and then it progresses, and then it gets back into the loop, it loops around for a few times, and it goes forward. Like there's too much stagnant portions of the song. Like I think I forgot what the song was earlier, but it needs to hurry up. Like it needs to get to the point. And because all you're doing is saying girl cock and then just letting it the goofy, I say goofy in air quotes, beat play, there's nothing happening here, and that's where I kind of lose, like, I don't want to say interest, but I lose, like, I don't know, patience. I don't know. I want more to happen with it. I want to know like what's going on with the song. I want to know, I guess, why girl cock. Like I'm trying to understand stuff, but it's nothing's happening. So I'm like sitting there waiting, and I'm getting impatient with it. And I think the vocals could be louder. Like it's hard to hear what you're saying. It's just lacking a lot of substance and content. So that's what I would say. Like after reading your message about it and kind of understanding a little bit more, it needs to get to the point faster and with more content. The way it is right now, I could see how people would perceive it as a troll track because there's not a lot of content in it. There's not a lot lyrically. There's so much emptiness in between you saying things that it's like, well, this obviously can't be serious. There's nothing happening. But I can see from your perspective where you're like, okay, this is empowering. And the way that you make it more empowered is you like make people listen to things that are being said. And the less that you say, the less that people are understanding of it. I think that's probably the struggle here is like nothing's being said really. It just sounds more whimsical. So you need more you need more substance in it is kind of where I'm at. And the beat's just silly. I'll just tell you that. The beat's just kind of silly. I'll give it a respectful 4 just because I feel like structurally it needs a lot. I think without the explanation behind it, I would probably have been lower, but I get it after, and I think that helps. Like we say this to people all the time, like who just post a track and then leave, and like, okay, give us some context. That's why I asked Phantom Reaper earlier. Like, I mean, we always talk to him and listen to his music. Like, who is this for? Because I assumed it was for him, but until he actually said it, I'm just judging it off of what I'm hearing. Now hearing what you're saying, like, okay, I can put some perspective behind it. I'm not going to be like a dick about it. I give it a respectful 4. Like, I think if the vocals were louder, I'd give it a 5. I think if the beat wasn't so silly, I'd give it maybe like a 6. Like, there's things that make it progress higher. Where it's at right now, I'd give it a 4.
Yeah, I mean, the beat, basically had 2 notes, right? Ba, 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 and you just kind of said girl cock sometimes.
A lot of
So
times.
yeah. Every once in a while, a girl cock will come in as the beat goes back and forth between its 2 tones. I mean, it's just also just from a quality perspective. I mean, the vocals sounded poor, both like just not a lot of confidence behind the girl cock, you know, like lean into it. Girl cock, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think that both from a performance aspect, from a production aspect, from a lyric aspect, maybe you could talk more about the girl cocks in your life and what they mean to you. You know, I think there's a lot of things that could be improved. I'll give it a respectful 2.
Yeah. We get a lot of stuff here, so no shock to us. We're just listening from a music standpoint. Girl cock.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be kind of hard to shock us at this point, to be honest.
Yeah.
Get all sorts of shit. What shocks me the most is when people come in and they're like, this shit's so fire, this is the best. And it's like, oh no. that's the part.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that was our show for today. Appreciate everybody, new and old. Appreciate you, JMAA, because I think you hung out for the entirety of the show just to wait for your track to be played. So shout out to you. Shout out to the community. We will be back Wednesday for our subscriber show. So if you're a subscriber, you can get some tracks played. Doing a little bit different stuff during that show as well. So tune in and see what we get into on Wednesday. And we'll be back next Sunday to do this again. So go ahead, and if you got another track you want us to hear next Sunday, drop it in the queue now. You see you got some folks already in line: Sleek Ivory, Lord Glorium, Nax, some numbers, and Chiggy Foggy. So we got people already in line, so get in line now or wait 4 hours like you did today. And that's it. Oh yeah, also check out our documentary on Apple TV, Prime Video, Google Movies, called The Last Mixtape. What happens when you get 9 artists from across the country, rent a mansion, set up some makeshift studios, and record an album. Watch the process, see what we got up to, and see what we get into next as we try to do it again. See what happens.
Yeah. Second version coming soon, but yeah, I mean, we all started as just a bunch of internet artists making music together, and then we decided to meet up. Chaos ensued. So check shit out. Thanks for watching us give our first reactions to your music.
All right, adios, folks. See you